self-serving, persuasive talkers
of everything and nothing.
We are Conversation Con Artists.
What's going on, people? It is your girl, Calamity Red, and welcome back to Conversation Con Artists. And I know y'all are not used to hearing my voice first. And the reason why is because On Point is out in La La Land. Even when we win, we gonna lose. He is in LA and Vegas and partying it up and shit and left me by myself. So, we had to get me a co-host. And, you know, we looked around, couldn't really find nobody better, which doesn't say a lot. So instead of hearing On Point's voice this week, the voice that you will be hearing is...
What's going on, everybody? This is Cole Jackson. I know that Red has her admiration for me. That's why she said that trash ass opening.
Admiration.
But I know. It's all good, Red. Okay. It's all good. You admire who I am as a person, and it's okay. You're going to trash me. You know, the haters are going to hate.
Were you gonna tell
right on
where you're from?
Hey, my name is Cole Jackson. Once again, I'm from the Government Name Podcast, which we collab on a regular basis with Conversation Con Artists. You can catch us every Tuesday, just like y'all catch Conversation Con Artists with our podcast.
We'll get back to the admiration shit, but
I mean,
no, it's not accurate.
I know it's not.
That's not the word. Admiration isn't the word that I would use.
You would shit on me if you had the chance, wouldn't you, Red? If you could shit on my chest, you would.
No.
You'd be like, I can't stand this nigga.
That sounds like some porn shit, and I don't want to go into another one of those conversations.
I'm not into that conversation. Yeah. I've had enough of you squirming. I like to say that I was a catalyst of that too.
You know what?
I feel like I was the catalyst of people getting you to squirm.
I don't understand why it's funny. Like, I listened to it. It's not funny. I don't hear the funny, but apparently people find it funny. I don't get it.
I failed you as a friend, not being able to give you the porn knowledge that you need to survive.
I don't need porn knowledge. I don't. And y'all don't need the porn knowledge that you have.
I do.
You don't.
I beat my meat like Ike Turner.
Okay.
Like, I am a Ray Rice on my dick.
You guys can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at red_calamity.
I'm a single man. What do you expect?
I mean, I guess I don't understand you men folk. I'm single too, but like that's not my life.
Women aren't really big on masturbation like that.
Well, I wouldn't say women aren't big on masturbation. Y'all just take it to another level. Like, we're not at men's level because y'all's level is like astronomical. So like,
what the fuck that's supposed to mean?
Masturbate a lot. You start masturbating early.
But women. Let me tell you something. Women are more likely to be like, I don't do that. If I need a dick, I call one up.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, well, we don't have options like that. I don't have options like that. If somebody offers me some ass, I think it's my birthday. I literally was like, oh shit, it's my birthday today.
That's not my life. I don't understand that.
What? You know what I'm saying? What?
It being like, I get dick off it all the time.
Exactly.
Like, it's everywhere. It's in every corner.
Exactly. We don't
get
get
dicks that I want, but yeah,
we don't
still
get
off
I
of
got it. Man. I had to work today. Okay, we'll get
there. Like I said, you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at red_calamity. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at ColeJackson12, and you can find me on Instagram at ColeJackson_BYNK all the time. And you can find me on the Government Name Podcast Instagram at Government Name Podcast. We try to do stuff on Sundays when we record. Now we're trying to be what did Shogun say? Mid-brain massagers? I don't know what that means. Okay. I'm still in the 10th grade.
We're still doing the listen letter portion of the show. So if you have a question you would like for us to answer on the show, you can send it to our Gmail account, which is conversationconartist@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook, Conversation Con Artist, and shoot us a message that way. The first thing that I have is not a question, it's a scenario.
Wait, before you get started.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. On Point. We miss you, dog. He took his first vacation. That boy is like,
this is not his first vacation.
That's what he said. He's on you to take no vacation. I'm gonna eat the smash burger.
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna eat, what was it? Korean barbecue.
Yeah. He's a foodie. So like the amount of food he's about to consume in both LA and Las Vegas is gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Foodie.
Yes, he is.
He's just a nigga that like to eat.
No, he's a foodie. There's a difference between being a nigga that like to eat and a nigga that's a foodie. He
On
like
point is just a nigga that
no,
like to
he
eat.
is a foodie because
I don't see him posting no pictures on Instagram and shit like foodies do. Like, oh,
those are
putting up
called
the food
no, I don't think of those as foodies. I think of those people more like
dummies.
yeah. No, I mean by foodie, he enjoys his food. He could tell you what spices and shit. Like to me, that's a foodie.
That's because On Point is like smart.
No,
he's a smart ass
enjoys-
motherfucker.
he
Like he just
is.
knows how to. He just knows. For everybody who listens to this show, let me just say this: On Point is one of the smartest motherfuckers, and that's because he researches
He does
every damn thing.
everything.
But like that mother. Every time I have a conversation with him, I'm always just like, I never looked at it that way,
Yeah.
or I just learned something.
He researches everything, but he enjoys food, and so his research into food is because he is a foodie and he wants to know how to make the most delicious everything, and he wants to try the most delicious everything. So he is a foodie.
We should make a no reservation show for On Point. No reservation. It's the On Point.
I'm
They ain't gonna let that big
interested.
black man go up in their restaurants. They're like, who the fuck is this?
I'm
Get him outta
interested
here.
to hear all of his stories about the food because I know he's gonna have them when he comes back.
I miss you, On Point. You're my friend. Whether you believe it or not, you're one of my best friends. I feel like On Point would be he would have been like my best friend in like high school.
Are you done with this love letter to On Point now?
You don't like anybody liking each other, do you? Like you just like, are you? I'll be saying good stuff to you. You be like, all right, then whatever, motherfucker, get the fuck out my face.
First of
I'm
all,
like, damn, Red. Like I'm just trying to be nice to you.
I
He's like,
have
nigga, I don't give a fuck. And
I've
I'm like,
never done that to
yes,
you.
you have
I
done that to me
not
before.
done that
Get
to
away
you.
from me with that bullshit.
Well, first of all, Cole, let's not act like
redskin man.
that's because you're
Well, goddamn.
sarcastic. You're sarcastic all the time, and so I can't tell when you're being genuine or when you're being sarcastic. And so I just assume every time you say something to me, it's on some smart shit because that's what you do.
I don't know. I told this to Shogun the other day. I said I have Lionel Richie syndrome. Like I'm just nasally. So I don't know how to change my voice tones.
I don't know, but everything sounds sarcastic.
When I said it, he was like, "What? You're not successful?"
Oh shit!
Like Lionel Richie,
Lionel Richie
successful,
was
nigga.
successful.
People love Lionel Richie.
Yeah,
Shout
he
out Lionel
does.
Richie.
Him and
Put
his
me
little
on.
adopted white daughter.
Oh, that's so messed up because he like white women.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Okay, one last thing and then you can go.
Okay.
So I have a quick question. Well, So I had to work today.
Okay.
And this white woman sat at my desk and she was like, "You're just all kinds of handsome. Do you mind if I give you my phone number?" And I was like, sure. And I took it and I just threw it in the trash after she left. Why are white women so... White women, because this has happened to me more than once with white women, are eager to tell you you're handsome and give you their phone number. Whereas black women is just like, that nigga gotta come chase me. Why is that?
Because black women, don't
get me wrong. I don't date white women. Sorry.
No,
I
but I'm
love
saying you gotta
black women and minorities.
you gotta
but
understand like how black women are viewed and how white women are viewed. White women can do that, and it's just like, oh, she's so forward, like but
black
black
women that look that way too.
no, we get labeled aggressive. Like you gonna get labeled a negative. Like that's just what it is.
Are you stop? Cut the shit, Jan. You're gonna be labeled
Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna be like, ooh, that motherfucker's aggressive as fuck.
Yes.
Because you gave me a compliment and offered to give me your number.
Because first of all, I mean, I'm not gonna say that a black woman wouldn't come and be like, "Oh, you're just all kinds of handsome," but like we don't really.
I mean, black
you
women
so fucking fine, or like
black women are a little bit more smooth than that. Like black women is more smoother than that.
I mean, I'm not a smooth.
Well, you don't tell nobody
person,
that they
so-
look any kind of way.
I have told you look nice before. I have told
And your mean sour
I
face.
have not. What is that?
You look nice.
No, that is not
Red
true.
skin.
Well, you are red. It's not like it's a lie.
Boy. Who funeral are you going to?
It sounds like something I would say.
Yeah,
It's very
exactly.
possible.
Way to go, red skin. You got on a nice looking outfit.
Yeah, that's my version of a compliment. That's how I do it.
Sad. Just sad.
Anyhow, first scenario. Okay, so this is like a text that somebody sent to their friend, but I just want to talk about the what happened. Okay. So my nigga, I'm out with Britt, right? Her best friend in town. So she wanted me to meet her. We all out eating and drinking. Check comes. I pay for Britt because that's my vagina. Other shorty go pay for her bill and her card declined. She hit niggas with it may be because I'm in a different state. I don't know. Chase be wildin'. So I'm sitting there like laughing my ass off. Well, you better call Chase. I don't got $131 to be covering your portion of the bill.
$131? You big as a house?
I don't even know you like that. So I refused to pay. Tell me why Britt mad at me. She said I'm cheap and I embarrassed her in front of her best friend. Yo, how I embarrassed your dumb ass? I paid for both of us. Your friend embarrassed you by showing up broke. Bitch, Chase ain't locked your card. Don't play with me. So, was he wrong in not paying for her friend?
Hell no. She ran up $131 damn food. How big is she? Let's see how wrong she is and how big she is.
That is irrelevant.
No, that is not. $131 worth of fucking food.
Depends on what they was eating.
An elephant don't do $131.
Look, if you go to like
food.
Texas Day, Brazil, it's depending on where they was eating.
Then, if this motherfucker took them out to that, he should have paid the damn bill. If you like, come on everybody, we go to Texas Day, Brazil, and then the bill come and she can't pay it, you got no right to be taking them out to that. But if we at rallies, this
you know how much food you would get? $131 worth of food at rallies?
How big is the girl?
Listen, here's my thing. Okay, I have had this situation happen where like my friend will be dating somebody and she'll be like, "Oh, we're all gonna go out." I go with the knowledge that I'm gonna pay. Like I don't go expecting him to pay for me. He ain't my dude. He your dude. So like I'm gonna have money to pay. And if I don't have money to pay for myself, I'll be like, girl, I'm gonna have to catch y'all next time you in town. Like I can't make it. Like the friend, first of all, you know what you got in your bank account. So you just hit order and it probably was drinks. It probably wasn't the food. She probably ordering drinks. You know that you don't have the money to cover this.
Red, there are instances where now, this is my other job coming out of me. But there are instances where you can go out. You can actually go outside of, like when let's say she was on a vacation. And she was in a different city she doesn't normally go to.
I know they'll call you and say, they will.
No, not now. They will just suspend your shit and make you call them. They will shut your shit the fuck down and you be like, what the hell's going on? Where you have to call them. They don't call you anymore because people don't want to give the right phone number or they don't want to answer because they might think it's a bill collector. So now they shut people's cars down.
You know what though? You can call them and let them know that you made the charge and they'll free it up.
How many people do that?
If you in the middle of the motherfucking restaurant and you owe $131 bill, you better do that shit.
Guess what? People don't do that shit.
But she gonna
Wanna
have
know
to.
why? Because people like, that's my money. I should be able to spend it how I want to.
But the restaurant ain't gonna accept that. The restaurant waiting on their money.
No, I'm talking about they look at that towards the bank.
No, I'm saying in her situation,
right? She
should have called if that was the case. I feel like she was, because I got friends like this. I got friends that'll do some shit like, no, they ain't got no money. We all had food, and then they be like, oh, girl, I'm a little short. Like you knew that shit before we came here. What the fuck?
You fat too.
Do you have friends?
I do. They know how I am. You my friend, Red.
Well, you say shit to me, so you right. You would say
I don't
that.
say shit to you. I treat you good.
Okay.
I'm a good friend. Some days.
Okay. I will accept
Not
it
every
some
day.
days. All right. Some days.
Some days you look at me side-eyed and just be like, this motherfucker ain't never gonna be shit.
Yes.
Anyway.
But I think that the girl was like, because that's an easy fix. If you have the money and it is just, oh, I'm in another city, you call Chase up and be like, hey, my car just got declined. I'm in a different city. This is the charge that came in from this restaurant for this amount. I am the one that made that. And then the shit'll go through. Obviously, I feel like this was a situation where she didn't. It wasn't. It was you ain't got the fucking money.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, my real job.
No, why the girlfriend is mad now? The girlfriend think he should have paid.
Then he needs to explore other options. Maybe he need to fuck the friend. Fuck it. We can just get the friend in if you want to be mad.
What? No.
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 In all seriousness. So what? Is she mad? She just mad. Okay, so what? So that's something we gonna break up over? Because I ain't pay for your friend? Because your friend basically did not know the rules of her fucking bank account?
I mean, I wouldn't even get mad at my dude. Like, I'd be like, girl, like, you better call Chase to get that
Who
shit
do you
straight.
get mad in that situation?
The girl, you need to.
You the woman in the situation. Who you get mad at?
My
You don't get it?
friend. You need to get your shit together. And then, because here's the thing.
But what if it's an honest mistake,
if
though,
it's me,
Red?
okay, but
what if it's just like, well, they like, if she gets back and she's like, oh, well, the situation could be rectified. Oh, they locked my car down because it was an activity that they didn't know. So let me just give him his money back.
No, because what I'm going to suggest is you need to call them now. Because we're not going to, it ain't no give. Because again, I got friends who don't pay motherfuckers back. So no, when this happened, if you're saying that, oh, Chase is a suspicious charge. Okay, well, you go ahead and call Chase. You need to step out, go call Chase. You can explain it to them. They'll unlock and you go ahead and pay. You can do that now. That's something that can be done right here, right now. 24 hours.
You can do it on the app now.
You can do the shit on the app. So ain't no paying nobody back. If this is actually the bank, this can be rectified. You can pay. We can go on about our night. But if it's that your broke ass made a bill for $131 and you got $50 in the bank, now we got a problem, bitch. Because you short.
How you know the dude? Well, if the dude's girlfriend is mad, how you know the dude's girlfriend and be like, girl, you know Rick will pay for it. It's all good.
She wrong as fuck then. You don't spend somebody else's money.
Cause I've been around motherfuckers that's done that.
You don't spend somebody else's money.
I'm literally like, oh, yeah, so-and-so is good. They'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. Be like, oh, shit. I ain't finna worry about that shit.
You don't do, no.
Let me get the french fries.
I don't spend other people's money. I don't care if we in a relationship. I'm not gonna spend your money for you.
Well, we ain't talking about you. We talking about this trifling ass girlfriend.
Well, I'm saying if the girlfriend is like that, then it's that bitch fault. And what you mad at me for? Didn't nobody tell you to go tell your friend I was gonna pay for shit? You ain't discussed that with me.
She knew she was gonna give him some that night.
That's prostitution.
No,
It is.
That's his woman. How is prostitution?
If it's tied to you paying for her friend, that's payment. That is prostitution.
Some women feels like that's better than money.
Okay, well, I'm not
Their
one
vagina
of those people. Is
their vagine?
No.
Some women think their vagine is better than money. It's better than gold.
No.
So,
That's prostitution. If
that
you're
ain't prostitution,
it
I'm with
is. If you
That's
getting
your
some,
girlfriend.
if you getting some is dependent upon you paying for something, that is prostitution, my nigga. That is what prostitutes do.
Nigga.
Yes.
No.
If the only
This
way,
is your girlfriend.
it don't matter. If you having to pay to
So my
get
wife
it,
the same way. So if I marry her, then she's still
if
a
you
hoe.
having to pay her to get it, then yes,
I'm not paying her. I'm buying the damn dinner.
for her friend, so you can get some. That is payment.
That ain't so I'm getting some. That is because I'm getting some. There's a difference.
It's the same thing. You
So
gonna
if
pay
I'm-
the prostitute.
so my wife-
you
so-
gonna pay the prostitute because you know you finna get some.
So I got a wife, and my
Yes.
wife, and I, you know, no matter what, I pay for my wife's stuff because she's my wife, but she gives me sex on a regular basis, correct? So her friend comes, and I'm like, you know,
If you
Let's
do
go.
it with the intent that you're gonna get some extra vagina, you are paying
She's
for
my
it.
wife.
It doesn't matter. You are
what you
paying
mean
for
paying for
it.
extra vagina for my wife? I have papers on this fool.
Doesn't matter.
We have papers on each
It
other.
doesn't
You are my
matter.
wife.
If you're having to pay for her friend to get, if you weren't gonna get none that
I
night,
get
but
some
you like,
regularly, but I'm gonna get some extra, little better this time.
the fuck does that even mean?
No, she might do something different.
Doing some little strange for some change.
She might go in the bag.
Doing something
she might
a
go in
little
the bag, and if she go in her
strange
bag,
for some
you know
change.
what?
That's what prostitutes do.
I'm your husband.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't
That is
matter.
bullshit. If we married, that
If you're
shit would be-
exchanging sex for favors,
I'm
it don't
married
matter.
to you.
You still exchanging sex for favors, nigga. It doesn't change if the reason why.
Why my wife got to be a hoe? Because
I don't know
I
why.
pay
Well, you shouldn't
for
have
I
married-
pay
you shouldn't have
for her
married a
friend.
hoe.
I paid for her friend, and she ended up giving me a little extra vagine.
You
Or
paid.
some better
You
vagine.
paid for the extra.
No,
didn't
I
you? You did.
If I've been married to a motherfucker for
You
years,
just said then if I pay for her friend and she give me if I pay for her friend, the little extra is contingent upon you paying for her friend. You paid for the extra.
That might turn her on.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing this with you.
We're
I'm not
married.
doing
If I'm
this with
married,
you.
but this is what I'm saying. She's my wife.
It doesn't matter. The same way, okay, well, by your logic, then husbands can't rape their women. They can't rape their wives.
No.
Because she's your wife.
Now we're apples and oranges.
No, it isn't
here.
apples and oranges.
That's apples and oranges.
Things cannot. You,
Yes,
so
you
you're,
can.
you're
You
saying,
can rape your wife.
Well, and you can pay for sex from your wife.
Nah.
You absolutely can. Yep. You can. What you think these little old men that marry these young women be doing? Paying for sex, essentially.
Smiling.
Paying for
That's what
sex.
they be doing. By the time you get that age, what you think your dick gonna do?
You paying for sex still. You just long term pay. It's a long term payment.
If you older than if you got this little young thing, you just looking at her.
Not necessarily.
She's not gonna-
They do it every now and then when they heart can take them. They do. That's what Viagra for. Viagra help a lot with that.
Viagra don't really work like that.
What do you mean it don't work
I
like
don't
that?
think it work like that. Like if you older like that, like
That's
if
who
you're a
it's
senior,
for. It's for people who have issues with getting erect. It is.
But if you're a senior, that just come with the territory.
That still
Just like shitting on
it
yourself.
does, but that don't mean that you just decide, oh, I ain't gonna fuck no more. The reason why Viagra exists is for people who can't get it up. And that's older people. The fuck? That is. Seniors. Do you know how much fucking go on at nursing homes? Do you have any idea how many STDs get spread around nursing homes?
I'm not roaming I'm not roaming the damn nursing home for Miss B.
Neither am I.
I ain't roaming
It's a common
Miss B got a fat ass. I can't wait till she get out.
Knowledge. It is common knowledge. When I got my master's degree, I forgot what I think it was. I did a class on like working with older people. Yeah, they be fucking like crazy, like rabbits in nursing homes. They still have sex in nursing homes.
Well,
And the reason why the STDs get passed around is because a lot of them, especially like the older people now and like in the past, their generation only had to be concerned about getting motherfuckers pregnant. They weren't worried about AIDS and all the shit we worried about now. So in their mind, like, well, that bitch can't get pregnant, so I'm finna just fucking till I can't no more.
Yeah, but like I said, Miss B, Miss Pearl.
But Miss Pearl,
I'm not looking for Miss
ain't-
Pearl.
you
I
are-
ain't
you
hanging
also
around there
are
like,
not
ooh,
in-
nigga, Miss Pearl so fine.
You also are not in a nursing home. I'm saying the old men in nursing home fuck Miss Pearl. Miss Pearl getting fucked.
Damn.
She is.
Well, because that's old slavery dick.
Jesus.
That's John Henry. Walking on the railroad track dick right
You
there.
had some questions.
Rough ass nigga.
What is your first question?
Oh, wait. Are we finished with what's the name?
That was it. Unless you had something else to add.
No. I just feel like, I don't know. When these
I
little
don't
scenarios,
I don't expect people to pay. Like, I don't go out with people. If I'm going out to dinner, I'm going to make sure that I have the money to pay. I'm never going to assume that somebody's going to pay. I don't have the expectation for you to pay for me, especially like not my girl. My friends do. Why would he pay for me? Like, we're meeting. Our common
some niggas
interest
like
is
to
her.
trick off like that. Though.
Okay, but guess
some
what?
Niggas like
I'm
to,
not
like
gonna-
to like ball and shit. Be like, watch me pay for her and her
Okay,
friends.
I'm not gonna count on that. Now listen, if the nigga offer while we out, I'm not gonna be like, no nigga, let me pay.
Wouldn't
But
that
I'm
be the
not-
gentleman thing to do though?
What?
Say, hey, I got you too. We're good.
Okay, but
I mean, I'm asking. I'm not saying that's
I don't-
that's something that should be forced, but isn't that like the gentlemanly thing
But
to do? I'm asking.
you don't know. I wouldn't say, because you don't know what's in his pocket. Like maybe he can't afford to pay for an extra $131 on top of paying for him and his girl. Like he might not have it. He didn't go out expecting to pay for her, so like he may not have that. So he a bad dude.
I ain't even talking about that scenario no more. I'm off that shit. That whatever that shit was. I'm saying, if you're a gentleman and you do have, let's say I got the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. My bank account look good. Isn't that the gentlemanly thing to do? Is just like, all right, all of us going out and stuff like that, and then just be like, hey, Red, I got you. I got you. I got, my girl with me. I'm like, oh, yes, your friend. Yeah, I got you. We're good. Isn't that the gentleman-like thing to do? Not because I'm trying to show out. Not because I'm like,
It's
what?
something nice.
My woman's happy. I'm friends with her.
It's something nice
I'm
that
gonna make
you can
everybody
do.
taken care of.
Because gentlemanly mean, like, for me saying that if I say it's gentlemanly, then it means somebody who doesn't do it isn't a gentleman. I think it's something nice to do if you can do it or if you want to. Like, if I'm dating somebody and I want you to meet my friend, I'm not gonna expect. Now, if you want to pay for her, I'm not gonna be like, nigga, she can pay for herself. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm also not going to expect you to pay for my friend. If you want to, okay, and if you don't, girl, you better pay for your shit. Like, because again, when I've been the girl in that situation going to meet my friend's dude, and I have money to pay for my shit. Like, and sometimes the guy has paid, but sometimes that nigga ain't, and I don't get upset. I ain't like, yo, nigga ain't shit. He ain't even pay for me. Like.
Girl, I know. I've been dealing with this shit for a year and a half.
When I go out, if I'm going out, my mom just taught you make sure you can pay your own way. You don't go nowhere if you can't pay your own way, because you don't never know. Shit, look, I'm out here dating. When I go on dates, if I agree to go on a date, I got the money, because look, I done been out with somebody before that's like, when the lady come, they like, oh no, it's separate. And it's a date, he'll be like, it's separate, and I am always prepared to pay for my own shit, because life has just taught me you don't ever know. Even if you go out on a date with some of these dudes now, the lady will come and be like, oh, is this together? And he'll be like, oh, it's separate. And you just be like, okay.
That's according to the conversation, I guess.
No, that's just cheap niggas.
Like, this is separate. This motherfucker talking way too reckless for me.
No, niggas
separate this shit.
Some niggas
or
just
it's like
cheap
ass. I got him. I got both
that's
of them.
ridiculous.
We're good.
Y'all so cheap. Just ass.
Who cheap?
Y'all do anything for ass almost. Just cheap. Yes. Wars have been fought over ass. Like y'all.
I know, but I'm like trying to think. I'm trying to think this through. Because booty is booty. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been like that. Like that. I done some stupid shit for booty, but I ain't with extreme. You know what I'm saying?
But it's some people that go to extremes for vagina. I'm just like, okay.
I
guess because
and then if it's bad, I'm like, I done did all this shit for this stink.
Oh, God.
For this stink hole.
What is your first question? Jesus.
So I know you guys do the scenario, so I thought I'd bring one out too. So I seen this online, and I wanted to talk to you about this too, because I know how you are. It just says it's a let's talk type situation, and it says, just because you bought me a drink doesn't mean you have to be in my face all night. How do you feel about that? Because you're a woman, you're a woman, you're an independent woman. Go ahead, sister girl.
Oh, Jesus.
But I think the reason why I brought this up is because I think the rules have changed because of the Me Too situation. You know what I'm saying?
No. Okay.
You don't think the rules have changed?
Not as far as this scenario is concerned.
Why not? Cosby was dropping queludes in your
Well,
shit.
they didn't say nothing about dropping no shit in no drink. Okay, so let me say, because we're
in the club and I buy you a drink.
I've had this happen. I've been at a restaurant before, and like the waitress will come over and be like, that gentleman over there wants to get you a drink. And
that little red-skinned man bought you a drink.
Oh, Jesus.
You was like, oh girl, he ain't shit.
So my rule of thumb has been, if I'm not like even marginally interested, I'm not gonna accept the drink, because I just think it's rude.
Thank you.
I just think it's rude to like just some people just take drinks because they offer. I don't do that. So like I'll send a shit back real fast. Like, no, I'm not in it, because I feel bad. Like, I'm not going to talk to you, and so I'm not going to accept your drink, because the drink was your introduction to try to come over here and talk to me. Yeah, I know I'm not interested.
That's the vampire's way of like saying you're welcome to come in.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm not interested. I'm not going to accept the drink. So that has been my rule of thumb ever since I've been like out of the house and like going to clubs and shit. Because I mean it didn't happen a ton, but I've had it happen, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, okay, and like, you know, you give him a little wave and a little smile, and he come over and you talk. Or I've been like, no, I'm good, thanks. And you know, the waitress just go back over there and be like, she declined.
She said no. Sir.
Oh, I did this shit.
You still have to pay for it because we made it.
Yo,
okay?
I felt bad. I had to think about it, but I was like, I ain't trying to do this. I had to send her back over, and he was there with his boys, and I was like, I know they gonna fuck with him about this, but I'm not interested, and I'm just not gonna. I was like, no, I'm good. So I know, like, I saw when she walked over there, I was like, because I know you know how niggas is, like, oh, nigga, she ain't even want your drink.
Man, that's
the risk you take though when you try to do something like that.
Dog get in. Like, I ain't want to.
Oh yeah,
redhead ass any damn way.
Exactly.
Fuck her damn redhead any motherfucking way.
I got friends that go out with the intention of trying to get as many niggas to buy them drinks, knowing they not finna get a nigga no play. Like, so there are women who just like go get drinks just to get them and like want you to lead them the fuck along. I think that's rude. I don't do that because I know what the drink means.
Savages.
You're not just buying me.
Savages.
You're not just buying me a drink just cause like you wanna talk to me. And
you don't know that. Nigga, do you know how many damn nice guys there are to be like, I just want to have a conversation?
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
You're not
the
drink comes attached with something, whether it's a conversation. Exactly.
But you saying like you just ain't trying to talk to me. Like, what is a drink gonna do? I know a drink is not gonna give me no ass.
No, did I say that?
No, I'm just saying. You're just like, there are guys out there that are nice and just like, hey, I just wanted to buy you a drink so we can have a conversation.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not, you're not just buying me a drink just because you want to see me with a drink, right? You're buying me a drink to get an opportunity to talk to me. Right. That's what I mean by you ain't just buying me a drink just because you're not. Okay. You want at the very least you want a conversation. If I don't want to have a conversation, I'm not going to accept a drink because the drink comes tied with that. So by accepting the drink, I feel like I'm accepting you to come into my space. And if you a nigga that look like I don't want you in my space, I mean, I don't want to.
Nigga that look like I don't want you in my space.
Maybe you don't need to be over here. You look a little cray. No thanks, I'm good. Or I've had dudes like come over and be like, I saw you was drinking this, and like, oh nigga, I don't do the you bringing me a drink shit. Motherfuckers be drugging folks.
Why would a motherfucker not look suspicious with that? Oh, I see you drinking that. Here, take this one in my hand.
I saw you were drinking a margarita and I got you another one. No.
Why is my shit blue? Like, why is this? My
if
shit
it don't
clearly
come from the bartender, my nigga, no. Because guess what? If the bartender do it, I can come back to this establishment and get my people to wreck shit. If you do it and I don't know who the fuck you are, it's different. So damn. If it don't come from the bartender, I don't drink it. So you bringing me a drink, like, I'm good, thanks.
That just looks suspicious as fuck. Like, here's this drink that you're drinking.
They'll just be, oh, I saw you drinking this and like I wanted to bring you another and like see if I could get to know you. Like,
no, motherfucker, you rapist ass motherfucker. No.
If you try to rape me, I need to come from the bartender.
Good God, that just looks suspicious. Like, I just brought you this drink over here because I seen you drinking one just like mine.
Look, my mom.
Shit, I wouldn't trust that.
When I left the house going to college, my mama told me two things: don't bring no babies back here. Don't set your drink down. If you don't see who made it, don't
mom
drink
told me the same thing too, and I was like, "Well, mom, there's women out here raping niggas these days. Like, for real? That's how they go down. There's women out here just like, I'm gonna get this nigga right.
No, y'all wouldn't get raped. You get robbed. You wake up without a wallet and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up ass whooped and
you ain't gonna have no money. Yeah, they not. You ain't gonna get drugged to get raped. You gonna get drugged to get robbed. I would get drugged to be raped, but they would just rob you. You would wake up with no money, maybe no car.
Damn. Yeah, I can't do that.
But yeah, no, I don't play that. You bringing me a drink shit. Like, I don't know where the fuck this drink came from or what you put in it on the walk over here. I ain't no murderer. How the fuck do you think a murderer would say?
You are.
Ain't nobody gonna be
you don't know scary movie rules. That means you are.
You're not gonna come over and be like, I rape bitches. Here, this drink. Like,
what would you do if some motherfucker did that? I rape bitches. Here's a drink.
Like,
that's in my past. I won't rape you. Like,
security.
Like, I'm not gonna rape you. You security. Look special.
I need you to come get him.
Damn.
This nigga crazy. Talking about rape.
I remember at the strip club one time, this chick was just like, I was getting a lap dance. She was like, if you want more, you can meet me at such and such hotel. I was like, Negro, please. I'm not finna meet you at no fucking shade tree ass motel so Bubba and Rick and all these other motherfuckers could jump out from the door and beat my ass. I literally told her, I said, do I look dumb? I said, I'm tipping now. But do I look dumb?
I mean,
she was like, nah, baby, I'm just saying, I do a little extra. And I'm like, again, do I look dumb?
No.
I said, I'm not gonna meet you in no damn hotel. For what?
No.
Too many fingers have been in there tonight.
Ew. I guess.
Just saying.
I mean, all right. Yes.
Shit. Sorry.
You said you had two. What was
No,
it?
no.
Oh, you're not done? I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I don't get it.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't get to say
My
what's going on in the
bad.
male side.
Okay.
I guess the male opinion don't count as on point in here. That's all right. I ain't never really bought no woman a drink out. I just walk up on a motherfucker and be like, "Hi, my name is Cole," and I just wanted to. Can we talk? Let's just sit here and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think of like how I would respond to
you know
that
what I'm
if
saying?
somebody
Like,
came up to me.
or hey, how you doing? My name is Cole. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never just been like, let me buy this drink and get in there.
Well, but so
I'm selling myself, not the drink.
Yeah, but you have a confidence. Like I think for people who may be less confident.
I have confidence.
Oh, whatever.
I know.
When it comes to bitches, yes.
I used to.
Oh, nigga, I'm not doing this with you right now.
I used to. I don't have that anymore.
Yeah, because
sleepless in Seattle right now.
I'm not gonna do this with you.
What?
The shit is like riding a bicycle. You don't forget it. You go out and ride a bicycle right now. You can go out and ride a bitch right now. Don't do that.
Let me tell you something.
No.
When you're tired and went flat several times, you don't want to ride the bike no more.
Just
Like, tired, just keep going flat. Guess what?
Inflate
You just
that shit and keep going.
Nigga, you just walk.
You just gonna walk now?
Yeah, might as well.
Not if I can ride. Listen. Oh God. So I feel like it's a way for like somebody who might be less confident to kind of break the ice with a drink. Like this is an easy way for me, one, to gauge your interest because like I sent a drink over before I came over. So I feel like that's something that somebody who might be a little less confident would do. Or if you want to impress her, because look, the first time this happened to me, because I've talked about this before, I've always been like, I have never been the girl that like motherfuckers chase. That was not my lot in life. So like the first time somebody
you punched them.
No.
I'm like,
I actually used to be really shy and not outspoken at all and quiet and not say anything.
Silence says everything.
I mean, that's how I used to be. So,
and then you got rough and tumble.
Well, I mean, I guess that's one way to describe it. But
like,
the first time that shit happened, like I was impressed as shit. First of all, I was like, somebody sent me a drink. Who the fuck sent me a drink? Like what? So it's a way to it can be impressive. It can be it can also be done real sloppily too. So because I done had it done where it was like smooth as shit, and like I was at the table with my friends, and they like, oh girl, you got niggas buying you drinks and shit. And then I've had it done.
Let them gas your ass up. Oh yeah, girl.
At the time, I was at a table with a bunch of unattractive women, so it really wasn't a compliment because it's like I'm just the best out of the bunch right now. But
well, damn.
I'm just saying
well,
it was.
Fuck it.
It was the case, but yeah, I think that that's just a way for some people who might you know not have the confidence to walk up and be like, oh hey, I'm Cole, how you doing? They may not have that. So I understand why it's done. And like I said, because I know that's what it is, if I'm not interested in at least having a conversation, I'm not going to accept the drink. I'm not. Because I think it's selfish. You just spending people money for nothing. You ain't got shit to show for this drink.
You know what I do? I would send somebody some water. I just send you some water.
I would send that back so fast.
Why?
The fuck I'm going to do with some water?
You gonna be like, exactly. You gonna walk over and be like, nigga, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, it got me to talk to you.
No.
we got a conversation.
I wouldn't even walk over there. I just tell the waitress, like, tell him I said no thank you.
No, I don't want any of that water.
I'm good.
He
with
looked
the
thirsty
water.
enough over there as he is.
Like I could have ordered my own water, my nigga. That's free.
See what I'm saying? Everybody's got a price. See?
That is not
Everybody
a price.
got a
My
price.
vagina doesn't have a price.
Everybody. I'm not talking about how many motherfuckers really get some ass off of a fucking drink?
There are a lot of low self-esteem bitches out here.
Bullshit.
Are you kidding me?
Bullshit. Ain't no woman
Yeah, it is.
gonna let one drink
It
help
Yep.
them get their draws
It
up.
will. If you're not the kind of person that used to somebody doing that for you, yeah. And you know it's niggas out here who prey on like insecure ass bitches like that.
Yeah, you know what? Those kind of women usually have on a grandma dress.
Yeah.
I don't want grandma dress.
But
pussy.
you ain't somebody
I don't want that.
You're not somebody
I don't want
that's
that kind
trying
of
to
regime.
Okay, but you not somebody that's just trying to get some ass for the night. If you just want
I used
ass,
to be that nigga.
okay, well
I like Mount Everest.
that nigga,
I don't like ant hills. I want to try to climb the top of the mountain.
there are some anthill type niggas out here who
That's
know that they ain't,
lame.
cause you ain't gonna have to do much for her, cause she don't get nothing done already.
But she ain't gonna do much for you as far as sexually. Women like, I feel like, and I could be wrong because I'm a dude and I don't know a lot, but I feel like women like that are sexually prudes. They're just sexually prudes. They're just like, this is uncomfortable. Oh, what kind of sheets are these? You so hairy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the hair is a real. That's a
you
real.
can have 3 strands on your chest and then probably be the type of woman like, you just hairy. Like, motherfucker. What kind of condoms are these?
No, I mean there are women that have low self-esteem.
You want me to do what?
No.
You nasty motherfucker.
There are women that have low self-esteem that would be willing to do whatever because they think you actually like them, because they don't recognize that this just some shit you do every night, that they not special, that they bought 5 women drinks and that you the only one that gave them some play. Like, there are women who don't know. This is a quick message to all the parents out here. Did what I be telling folks about not preparing your children. If you have a very sheltered daughter who ain't never been able to date and none of this shit, those are the kind of girls that fall prey to that shit because they don't know the game. And so they think, he bought me a drink and like he talked to me like all night and like I want this to continue. And there are girls that do that. So like that happens. You know what I'm saying? So like, no, it's some niggas that get ass behind a drink. It's just, you have to get a drink to the right girl. And there are people that like prey on women like that. It's some ain't shit niggas out
That's
here.
some lame.
Yeah,
hey, guys who
is.
do that, y'all are lame. Don't
Yeah.
do shit like that.
It's terrible.
Just at least climb like a red mountain.
Oh, they don't want no
Try to do
mountains.
that. Like,
They ain't trying to get no
It's
mountain.
like,
They just
oh,
trying to
no,
step
brother.
over a bunch of anthills
I
as
just
quick
want
as
to get on
possible.
this anthill real quick.
Yep.
And then my dick gets stung.
Jesus.
And okay, the next thing I had real quick, that was pretty good. I didn't think you was going. I didn't know which way that was gonna go. So, here's a scenario. What's worse, ending a 3-year friendship or ending a 3-year relationship? Like, what do you see? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like a good 3-year relationship too. Not no, we back and forth all the time. Like 3 years strong.
I don't know what that is. I don't have a frame of reference for that.
Damn.
I would say probably, I guess it depends. It depends
That's a
on,
hard one, isn't it?
it depends on where you are in life. If I was in college, 3-year friendship, 3-year relationship, friendship would be harder for me because I would have probably put more into the friendship than I would have into the relationship. At this age, well, actually, I can relate to that. I had about a 3-year friendship recently here end, randomly and in the weirdest way possible. But I probably would say the friendship, just because you kind of, I would say that, okay, with relationships, you don't go into a relationship wanting it to end, but you kind of know that it can, right? You done been in relationships that have ended.
Well, friendships are the same way.
Yeah, but like, I feel like friendships, I feel like people have a lot more friendships within their lifetime, or have more relationships within their lifetime than friendships. Like, if I look back and count the number of relationships I have to the number of friendships, I've had more relationships than friendships.
Yeah, but because you can't call everybody your friend.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's why I feel
But
like
you also can't call everybody your man.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you
but
can't,
listen.
you can't be like every dude you date, like, this is my boyfriend.
no, but I done made some really terrible decisions on who I have called that title. So like, because of that, I feel like I've made better decisions when it comes to friends. So if I had a friendship that it end, at that point I would be like, damn, because I'm not used to picking bad friends. Like niggas, I'm like, okay, well, Jen, Still out here fucking up, girl. You just, what is wrong with your pickup?
You done did it again.
You
got
did it
another
one more time.
fucked up ass
God
nigga.
damn, where are you getting these niggas from? So right, but like with
What tree
friendship,
are they falling from?
with
What is
friendship,
this?
I feel like in my life, I have made really good decisions when it comes to friends. The people that I call friend, and like my mom has said this to me before. My mom has like complimented me like on my friendship. She was like, you have been blessed to make some really good friends. Like that area of my life, I have been fucking amazing at. You know what I'm saying? Like I have rocked the shit out of friendship. Dating, not so much. I hadn't had the best taste when it comes to niggas. I'm gonna be
Right.
honest. So because of that, I would be more upset about a friendship ending because I feel like I do so well at that they would be like shocking, like damn, like what the fuck. But with dudes, I'm just kind of like it hurt, but you kind of like okay, well, another one bites the dust.
Another nigga gone.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one gone. Shit, I ain't whatever.
And like, cause you know I was in some shit, but it was off and on for like 5 years, and like by the time that shit ended, it was just like, finally, thank God I don't give a shit about that nigga no more. Lord, why it took so long? Like, by the time that shit ended, I was just like, hallelujah, praise the Lord. This nigga's gone.
That's some crazy
Kick
shit.
rocks, motherfucker. So, for me, because I probably hold my friendships in such high esteem because I just have some really dope-ass friends. And so, you know, if I had one of those to end, I would be more upset about that because I've done really well and been really blessed to just have some really amazing people come in my life. And so I would be really disappointed to find out that like one of them wasn't what I thought it was. That would really hurt. But relationships, I'm used to them ending. So man,
Damn.
I am. I mean, again, that says a lot about me. Don't think that I don't recognize that says a lot about me. And like I tell people all the time, at some point you become the common denominator. And I know that I have had some flawed choice making skills when it comes to choosing people that I want to be with. So because of that, I know it's me. So I don't say that like the niggas is terrible. Like I picked them. So like that says a lot about me. But yeah.
Your pickers.
My picker's broke. My picker broke as fuck.
Something's wrong with your picker.
Broke as fuck.
That's
I don't know if it's ever worked. To be honest.
Yo ass. Oh my god.
You think you gotta answer it. Friendship or relationship?
I'm gonna always pick friendship because I don't call a lot of people my friends. So if you are my friend, that means you're pretty important. Not to say somebody in a relationship is not important, but if I'm saying this is my friend so and so, that's a big deal because I don't do that with a lot of folks.
Yeah, I mean, I done ended a relationship because of a friendship because the nigga I was like, most of my friends are male. You know, it just I don't really know how that ends. I think right now I attribute it to the fact that I'm single with no kids. My female friends are either married or they just got kids. And so because of that, we don't get to hang as much. So like most of my friends that are still single are male. Therefore, I end up hanging with my male friends a lot.
Yeah.
Anybody that dates me is gonna have to be okay with that. Like you can come too, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna tell you that you can't hang with us, but like I'm not going to alter my friendships because of your insecurities when, like I said, I would make sure I do everything to make sure everybody get to know each other and all of that. But like I was dating somebody and this didn't even make no fucking sense. We were dated in high school. I went to college. He knew all of my friends from high school. We went to the same college.
Right.
He got in his feelings about us hanging out. And I'm like, you realize if I wanted to fuck them, I could have did that when we were still at home. Like, why I don't need to move to another fucking state or move to another school and to fuck him. I could have did that. They're like, I'm not gonna not hang out. Like, we don't even know nobody else on campus. So you expect me to just hang by myself because you not uncomfortable because you ain't watching us? The fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
And this person had been my friend since kindergarten. Literally, like this was my homie. Like he's still my homie. I was at his wedding reception. I went to him and his wife's gender reveal, and like that's my homie. I'm not finna not be friends with him over you. Like if it come down and I gotta pick one, you're not gonna win.
Right.
And he didn't, and we weren't together no more. So, but guess what? I'm still friends with that dude to this day.
It's all good.
Friendship lasted. So I will let you go.
Okay. Well,
All right.
sounds
Well,
good. Let me take. 1 second.
So if you have any questions that you would like for us to answer on the show, you can send it in to the Gmail account, or you can find us on Facebook and send it to Conversation Con Artists on Facebook. All right, let's get into these stories.
Make sure you guys email these people. Every time I leave, it's always some interesting email. So
Oh yeah.
last time it was Creep Red Out week last time. So.
Yeah, this is great. Oh, I did see Cliff. I did see where you commented about we still cool. We cool. Asked me about porn. We not cool.
Well, you're not cool with Cliff because he asked you about
Yes.
pornography.
Yes. Because I expect that from you. I expect that from Shogun. I expect that from what is the other nerd player? Leroy. I expect that from Leroy. I don't expect that from him.
Cliff want to hang out with the cool kids.
I'm the cool kid. Shit.
Let me exaggerate my laugh a little bit more. Sorry.
Anyway.
Don't be looking at me like that. Because I do have hood cousins that will come get in your ass.
I got cousins that stab motherfuckers,
Good.
bitches in
But you
particular.
you
He
know.
will stab a woman. He don't care.
You know me.
They'll just be out here like rolling. How about that?
I'm always itching for a little fight.
Oh, that wasn't you. You never met my cousin. On Point did. He met him. He was like, you had me moving with a murderer. Because he helped me move in when I moved here.
Oh my god.
He's the most wonderful cousin in the world. He's just crazy. So, first story that I have. White college tennis player suspended after telling black player, at least I know my dad, during a weekend match. So you losing.
Do you?
So you get upset. Guess what the white kid's name is?
What the white kid's name is? What? Dwayne? DeMarcus?
Spencer Brown. His name is
Sounds
Spencer
familiar.
Brown. Sounds very familiar. But his name's Spencer. And he actually looks like that kid that raped the girl behind the trash can. Like, it's just something about privileged little white boys. Like, they all had the same look, and he one of those kids. So he was suspended indefinitely. The school called his comments derogatory and offensive. And
You think? School?
and the black kid's name is John. Oh, the black kid's name is John Wilson. I kid you not. Spencer Brown and John Wilson are the
Little
kids' names.
inside jokes there, guys.
I just thought about that when I read it. Like, oh shit, yeah. So Spencer Brown and John Wilson.
Wow.
But here's the thing. First of all, this stereotype, there are black people who know their dads, white folks like that. It ain't everybody. It happens. Not gonna let sit up here and lie and act like it don't. But
Well, first of all, he's a black kid that plays tennis. Of course he knows who his dad is.
yeah.
Shit.
Because this is what school is
If he didn't know who his dad was, he'd be playing basketball. I said it. I'm not gonna back down from that shit. I said it. Or he'd be playing football. He'd be blowing his ass out in football.
The white
I
kid
said
go
it.
to Appalachian State University.
Oh. Okay.
Like, at least I know my dad. Like, you lose it, that's the best you could come up with. Like, because I'm whooping your ass. Like, okay, well, I know my dad. He right there watching me whoop your ass. How about that?
I mean, okay. So here's the thing. His mom probably does coke. And the dad's probably a cuckold. A cuck.
Oh, Jesus.
So
I know what that is,
mean,
unfortunately.
Yeah. So I mean, okay. You mean the least of my words is I don't know who my dad is, and you got drug addict parents and cuckolds and shit going on in your household. Privileged people usually have those types of things happening.
Like,
I mean, okay. I'm gonna be completely honest. And when I have kids, I'm gonna teach them to say shit like that anyway.
Well,
At least I know who my dad is. Hey, your mom sucks cocks. Or your mom's a whore.
no. What's
gonna
wrong
be
with
like,
you?
"Mr.
Your kid
Jackson-
gonna get suspended.
Mr. Jackson, you need to come up and pick up your kid.
See, here's my issue with becoming a, because there's that story of the white kid telling him, at least I know who my dad is. And then there was a little girl, and this, I ain't even her mom, and I just wanted to go to the school and whoop asses. She has alopecia. The little girl does. And they took her wig. Not only did they snatch her wig, they followed her to the bathroom and filmed her in the bathroom crying about, like, that's my biggest fear, because if my kid comes home and says that, my reaction is going to be to go to the school next day, and it's not going to be to talk to the principal. It's going to be to go to where the kid is and drag him. And I know that I shouldn't do that.
No, I mean,
I know that that's not the right reaction, but like, that's my kid, and she already is suffering with this, and we trying to find the best way to make sure she has good self-esteem, and I'm doing my job as a parent, and then your little fuck ass, little raggedy ass little child want to come and do some bullshit. So now we got a problem. Now we got a huge problem, because your child made my child cry, so I'm gonna need some tears. It can be tears from you, it can be tears from your kid. I need my payment in fucking tears. So let's go.
No, you don't. No,
I know that's not the right way to be, but like, that's my fear in becoming a parent. Like, I know that I can't control like what other kids do, and like small shit like them say, but like they like ripped some of her hair out when they took her wig, like shit like that ain't like it's, you know, it's one thing to be like, oh, ignore the kid, you know, they just ignorant, blah blah blah, but like, you physically assaulted my daughter, like, no. Somebody finna catch these hands. Your mama, your dad, I don't really give a fuck.
You have to teach her. I don't have kids, but I'm more of just like, man, let your success be your damn revenge.
Yeah, but Cole, if somebody like, physically assaults your kid, like who already was struggling with something like that,
that's the thing, though, man. Like, you have to teach your kids how to damn knuckle up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, turn the other. Like, I've always been like, say what you want to. Don't put your hands on me, because that gives me the right to put my hands on you.
But I'm
back.
sure that little girl wasn't even thinking about fighting back. Like, she was so embarrassed and so hurt that they took her hair. Like, she was just and then you follow her after she run off crying. Like, that my biggest is that kind of stuff where like my kid comes home and somebody that hurt my kid, and I know that I need to be raising them to be like a strong person, and this is a good opportunity to like teach a lesson, but like, I just want to fuck the kid up. Like, I just want to go and I want to kick him in the shins.
I got some, this kind of pertains to what you're talking about, but then maybe I'm stupid or whatever. Like, if Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle and all these dudes can tell people to put their phones in a bag for a comedy show, why can't you do that in school? And you get your phones back at the end of the day or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, you still have ability to. I feel like they just don't teach in school no more. It's like everybody got phones. Because, of course, I'm just saying, like, look, let me take up your phones and your own little, or here's your phone bag for the year, put your phone in your bag, because like that shit, like some of the shit that I see get recorded in school, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing in school these days? You know what I'm saying?
Part of it is, you know, like, there was another school shooting this past week, so part of it is wanting the kids to have their phones in case some fuck shit happen, because it does sometimes. But like, a lot of the fuck shit happening because kids doing shit like recording somebody in the stall crying because you snatched the wig. Like, I don't know.
I'm like, it's little shit. Like, it's one thing to be embarrassed, but it's another thing to be embarrassed on social media.
And she already, you know, the kids probably was already talking about, because she wear wigs and shit, and you know, obviously they knew why she was wearing the wig, because little girls wear wigs and weaves all the time. So for them to want to take it off, they had to know that she got some kind of condition where she has to wear these wigs. And like, I'm hopeful that by the time I have kids and like they get old enough for like shit like this to happen, that I have become a much more calm person. Cause like,
oh no, the parents catching these hands. let me get that 100% correct. It ain't even right for me to put my hands on no child. Like, that ain't mine.
It's not, yeah, you're right.
But them parents, I'm having a word with their dad. I'm like, I don't give a fuck how big you are, dog. You see that little girl over there? She's crying. Oh, here's the video that your fucking kid took. That your little child. Because I'm not gonna call them any names. Because you're the fuck motherfucker. You're the motherfucker who ain't doing your job. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna just talk to their mama. But like, what happens in your household that you allow shit like this to happen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So what are you doing? about this. How are you handling your situation with your kids? Because it's a kid. A kid's gonna be a kid.
I know.
A kid ain't gonna do nothing.
Logically, I know that.
A kid ain't gonna do nothing but what happens in that damn household. So if the mama's acting all reckless and ruthless, and the dad don't give a fuck, guess what? It's their fault. I know. Not the child's fault.
Logically, I know all of that. But so in the moment, I might forget.
The parent, if it's a parent that I can't fight, the parent is gonna catch these hands hard as fuck. Even if I gotta take an L, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what could you possibly be? What are you teaching at home that allows your child to be this type of motherfucker in life? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't teaching shit at home. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't, let's be all the way transparent. They don't teach shit at school no more for real.
Depends
you can't
on the
discipline
school.
nobody in school for real.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's even more important for the home to be a place where you learn morals and right from wrong and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I'm gonna be one of the parents that's like, bet. Get in the car. No, I mean go to your room. And I'm gonna tell my wife, look, you need to get the money ready. You need to get the bail money ready. Because I'm about to put my hands on somebody. And be like, well, and see, and let me just say this. I got a lot of friends that be like, Cole, you'll go to jail. I'm like, nigga, that's my whole dad side of my family. I was just lucky. You know what I'm saying? I was just lucky. Like, you'll go to jail if you do that. That's called assault. I'm like, yeah, nigga, but you know, I just know throwing sometimes. I just used to be.
You a
different.
fighter. You was a fighter.
I had a bad temper when I was younger. And people let the glass of food. I tell them all the time, these glasses come off, dog. They come off. Don't worry, they come off. But you know, like it really fucks with me because people don't teach their kids shit. And I know it's like, well, I'm a single parent. Nigga, who gives a fuck? Like,
you know how many people get raised by single parents and become a Barack Obama? Like, that ain't no excuse.
Take time out with your kid and help them figure out right from wrong. That's all you got to do.
The tennis situation would have been easy because I would have been like, you know what? Just whoop his ass on the tennis. Do what you was doing. He mad because you was doing what you was doing. That would be easier. But like my kid coming home with lacerations and like hair pulled out, carrying this wig that like we spent all this money on to make her feel secure, that's gonna be harder for me to be calm. But like the tennis shit, because I'm probably gonna be at his game anyway, at my kid's game, college or not, I'm gonna be there. And you was whooping his ass like he was just mad. Your dad was back there laughing at him because he right here. We know exactly who your daddy. Like that shit would be easy for me to like joke away and be like, that's just white people. The shit with my daughter,
that's just white.
That's just white folks. They just when they get upset because we're better at things, this what they do. Just don't even worry about that. But like my kid coming home crying, especially on some shit that we already been struggling with, and like she can't help it, I can't help it. We doing everything we can to try to treat this alopecia, and like I'm already feeling bad because it's like, Lord, like, you know, she's a little girl and, you know, long hair and dealing with all of that already. And then for us to find a solution that's helping, and for you little bitch ass kids to not only do this to her, but record it and like spread it around, that shit would hurt my soul. Like that would be so much harder for me to deal with than some little white boy talking trash on the court. Like that's all white people. Like Serena Williams, you don't think they've been saying bullshit about her? You know what she keep doing? Winning. Winning.
Then she got a white man.
Then she got one of the richest white men.
We lost a good one, guys.
Guess what?
We lost a good one.
That's how you deal with shit like that. But the wig thing, that would be harder for me to like try to instill it. Like, and I know sitting here rationally, logically, I know that I shouldn't like flip out. But like in that moment, seeing my kid cry over some shit like that, like I don't know. Cause I get upset when like I feel like people mistreat my fucking dogs and I didn't give birth to them. So like a baby that I carry for this is half of me sitting right here. Do you know that? You know, you just disrespected.
So I know how that goes.
You know how you just disrespected half of what I created? You disrespect me by disrespecting my child. That's me. This is me. This is my fucking DNA. This is my blood running through these veins. And you gonna have the nerve to like, no. Somebody's finna get it.
Like
all
I said,
day.
you blame the parents.
You can get it all day, weekends included, all day.
Didn't take you as a thug, motherfucker, Red. You can get it all day, weekends included, my nigga. I put that on blood.
If it comes to my children, I will be hood as I need to be.
Wow.
The fuck?
Wow.
Like I said, I have flipped out on like my neighbor. I've been talking about this on the show before. I done flipped out on my neighbors because you ain't got your motherfucking dog on a leash and they done ran over here. And if my dog get hurt because you a bad dog owner, I'ma whoop your ass. I'm not gonna get the dog because the dog doing what a dog do. Your bitch ass should have had him on a leash. You want to let Fido run? Get a yard. But right now you in a complex and that motherfucker needs to be on a leash. I done got in the argument.
You sound like a woman talking about her boyfriend. You need to put your man on a leash, girl, because he just around here fucking everybody in the complex. Put him on a leash.
I get like stuff that I care about. Don't fuck with it. Like even like I said, I didn't got into like arguments with some of my like. Then they think I'm crazy. I'm sure, but like it's not a big. Yes, it is because guess what? That's a dog. You don't know how he's gonna respond to my dog, and he could have easily came over here and injured my fucking dog. Then what, bitch? You know how everybody who dog bites somebody. You know what they say? He's never done that before. That's how what everybody said. I don't want to be the fucking first. So how about you keep your dog on a leash? And because my dog
happened to Troublemaker.
Oh yeah, that went up.
Happened to him trying to make sure his dog was straight, and these motherfuckers didn't leash their damn pit bull. Stupid.
And then it always be people. It don't be people with chihuahuas that had them running around. It's never people with little dogs. It's always motherfuckers with the biggest dogs that want to have these motherfuckers just running loose and shit. Like,
cause they don't know no damn better shit.
Suzanne, if you don't go buy a leash, you telling me you could pay $600 for this motherfucking dog, but you couldn't spring another 10 for a leash, bitch? You better go get a leash. Like what? No, not okay.
Not okay at all.
I get very emotional about things I care about, and so if I'm like that with my dogs, my kids, man, listen, it ain't a lot that I would go to prison for. My kids will be up there. They in that list of things.
You snitch on your kids. Cause you know you a snitch out here in these
I
streets.
sure the fuck am.
you
out here doing some bullshit.
You know you a snitch out here in these streets,
you
right?
You do some bullshit, I'ma
still snitch on your kids.
Sure will.
You terrible.
Fuck
you
out of
gonna
here.
tell everybody.
Sure am.
Damn.
Don't do nothing in front of me that you don't want nobody to know about. I'm telling you that now.
Like, oh shit.
If it come down between me and you, and I ain't even do nothing, it's gonna be you, my nigga. I'm sorry. I'm not going to prison.
For Red's future kids, your mama will
total lie, motherfucker. Don't be out here.
You.
Sure will. You ain't coming to be stashed at my house, aiding in the bed and a fugitive. The fuck I look like? No.
Speaking of fuck you look like, not you. David Otunga is in the news. Because J Hood was saying, yo, David Otunga ain't got no job. And guess what he said? I want to show you the picture too. That's why I have my laptop.
I think I saw it.
He said, I do have a job. Look at this.
He does.
Love what I do. So basically, Mr.
He's a wrestler, yeah.
Oh, David Otunga, you know, J Hood was telling the courts that, hey, he need to get a job. Y'all need to tell him to get a job. Now, David Otunga said, hey, I did have a job. I was a wrestler. And you basically told me to quit wrestling because you made 5 to 10 million. Wait, is it 5 to 10? How much she was making a show? I want to get this right now.
She made that much a show, J Hood?
She made 8 to 13 million. I was lowballing her ass. But you know, she was making about 8 to 13 million a gig, and for The Voice. I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
She hot in these streets.
She ain't that damn hot in these streets. That's some Beyonce prices.
You know, like, you know, she's worried about, I think they're having this big, well, they are having this, you know, this divorce and the kid and so on and so forth.
The wrestling thing probably was like she didn't like the image that, she didn't want to be married to a wrestler, because when she got with him, he wasn't wrestling. Mm-hmm. He was a lawyer at the time.
Well, you know, he wanted to be on TV and stuff like that. You know, he was on I Love New York, and then he ended up getting his wrestling career. Now, she was just saying, she basically gave him an ultimatum of like, yo, you need to get like a real job and all this other stuff. I was like, well, wrestling is my real job. So David Otunga is back. He's back in wrestling again. And he's claiming that, yo, you need to be worried about everybody having a stable home instead of worrying about what's in my pockets. And I was just like, right on, David Otunga. I feel like I don't know why this is so messy.
I mean,
get what
are
I'm
you
saying? Like, I'm trying to
surprised?
figure out like why this David Otunga Jennifer Hudson thing is so messy because like,
they-
honestly he did have a job. Wrestling is a job. You
It
don't get
is.
paid. I mean, if you like a top tier wrestler, you can get paid millions. But the type of wrestler he was, because I watched wrestling, he was getting paid. He was 1,000 now. You get what I'm saying? But
The reason why I think it, like, and I said this on the show before, the reason why it's so messy is because they were engaged for 7 years. There is no.
that wasn't because of him. That was because
I'm
of
not-
J Hud.
okay, but what
that
I'm-
was because of Jennifer. That was on the woman. That
I'm
time.
not saying whose
If
fault.
it was up to him, they probably would have got married within a year.
Not saying
Well, I'm
whose
gonna
fault
get
it
this
is.
ass.
What I'm saying is, if a couple is engaged for 7 years and never manages to walk down the aisle, it's a lot of bullshit going on behind the scenes.
What you mean by that? She like Jennifer Hudson. Whether you want to believe or not, her career is actually pretty good. Better than a lot of people who
Do
went
you
to was
know
on
how
American
many
Idol.
celebrities get? No, don't get. So you telling me she too busy to get married? No, for 7 years.
Who gonna make the money? Who got a bigger name? Jennifer Hudson?
You act like her
David
getting
Otunga.
married means she start working. She could have took a month break, got married, had a honeymoon, went right back to fucking work.
Ma'am.
Beyonce did it.
She's got to. Okay, one, you have made a really bad mistake by putting Jennifer Hudson in the same breath as Beyonce.
But even-
Beyonce is a.
Kelly Clarkson did. Let's just go
Kelly
to.
Clarkson is white.
It don't matter. Let's go
Kelly
to.
Clarkson, Kelly Clarkson can afford to take
Kelly
some time off.
Rowland did it. Fuck,
Kelly Rowland ain't.
She's married.
Again, that ain't on the same level. And Kelly Rowland only made one album.
Doesn't matter. What I'm
One
telling
album.
you is that
She-
Jennifer Hudson has not. The reason why they
One
didn't get
solo
married
album,
is not
sorry.
because she was too busy to get married. It's because she wasn't
Who
ready.
gonna make the money? Who gonna make
Getting
the money?
married doesn't mean that you
Who
don't
gonna
make
make the
money.
money?
All
She
of
gotta
these
make sure
married
she's
celebrities-
straight.
All of these married celebrities that manage to get married and still make money. It's not like she stops working after she gets married.
But she clearly makes. She's the breadwinner
it
of the
don't
household.
matter. I don't understand what that has to do with not having a wedding.
So let's say she said, "Okay, I'm gonna put a year on break," and she misses out on
Why
something.
would she need a year break for a wedding?
Who knows?
No, that's not how that works. She got
You
the-
don't know. Jennifer Hudson, if she gonna get married, she's gonna do it right. I'm pretty sure she
Yes,
wanted them.
and you know what doing it right is? When you have money, is getting a wedding planner. You
Oh,
really
no.
think these celebrities plan their own fucking
No.
weddings? They tell
She's
the
not
planner. No, they tell the planner what to do. The planner set that shit up. She still be touring, doing whatever the fuck while in the background the shit was getting set up. The reason why, and I think she said that, like she has said before, she was not ready to get married yet.
For 7 years.
For 7 years. And guess what? Because it was some shit not right with that relationship. Period.
Well, her, had to be.
I don't know who.
You ain't finna stay with no motherfucker for 7 years and shit ain't right. You ain't
Yeah.
finna.
Why not? People do it all the time.
Why would you?
My parents been together 30 plus and shit ain't right. It happens. It fucking happens. They've been together for over 30
don't
years.
Like your ass.
I'm just saying.
You can't. That's not. That shouldn't be the bar or the.
It
Standard.
ain't the standard, but it happens. People stay together. Like do you think that by the time these celebrities break up, that shit just got bad? Like shit be bad for a while. People stay together.
But now celebrities like soon as shit get bad, they just like fuck it.
No,
Let's just
soon as you find out shit is bad, they breaking up. But shit has been bad, and part of what it is, Jennifer Hudson got engaged, and then most of her fucking family got murdered. So that happened in the course of these 7 years.
Okay.
So that's part of it. But I think that she just was not prepared to be married to him for whatever. I don't know what the reasoning is, but
go. I mean, look at him.
I mean, he ain't my cup of tea.
Oh.
But that's she. Look, I wouldn't have dated him. She dated him, so obviously she liked
But
what
this
she
is what I'm
see.
saying. This is what I'm saying too. This is what keeps tripping me the fuck out. The motherfucker has a Harvard law degree.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like he can't get no job.
He's
He's just like, I mean, I can practice law if I want to
He
because I have a
still
Harvard
has-
law
yeah.
degree.
He
It's
still
not.
has
They
his
don't go
license.
anywhere.
Yeah, you just keep your license up.
That's it.
You can go back to it at any
Exactly.
time. Yeah.
So,
So that's what I'm saying. The only reason that they didn't get married is because she didn't want to. It ain't because she was so
But
busy.
then why did she say yes to the damn ring then, damn it? What was that about?
I don't know. Why did say
Jen
Look,
Hudson is a lesbian.
I'm
just calling it now.
The same reason why
She's a lesbian.
niggas propose and don't be ready to get married. I'ma shut this bitch
Niggas
up.
propose because they don't want to hear that shit every fucking day of their life.
But you know you're not
you
ready.
You want to say, you know what? I need to get this woman to be quiet. I think I need to just propose to her so she can leave me the fuck alone,
so maybe,
and I can play
maybe
PlayStation.
David Otunga had been wanting to get married and kept talking about it and kept talking about it and kept talking about it, and she finally agreed, and then he proposed.
David Otunga don't.
You just said the
strike
reason.
me as
Nope.
as the type of motherfucker that nags about getting married.
To
That
Jennifer
motherfucker
Hudson,
like to
who
be
make
in-
more money than him.
He in the gym.
No,
He has a Harvard Law degree. He can make just
He
as much
can't-
money.
maybe not. Maybe
That
not as
motherfucker
much.
can make just as much money being a fucking lawyer.
Maybe not just as much. Maybe not just as much.
I'm pretty sure he can make
He's
as
black.
much money.
He has a Harvard Law degree. He's black. He hasn't been practicing. Like right now, he can go back, but he ain't gonna get in no top firm right now. Just off of the law degree. No.
He's a known commodity. His name, he been on TV before. People be like, you know what? I can fuck with
But
him.
he ain't been on
He
TV.
might bring some clients to our firm because he's been on TV. People
Not
be
no
like,
white firm.
I'm being represented by David Otunga.
Not no
He used
white.
to represent
No.
in WWE.
Not no white firm that care about, like, if they are a firm that cares about him having that Harvard Law degree because of how prestigious it is, the WWE thing ain't gonna be impressive to them. For him to make some good money, the law firms where he would make good money, it ain't gonna be impressed
But
by
he can
that.
make good money.
He can make money. It ain't gonna be Jennifer Hudson money. But I ain't gonna look. For all that, I'm not gonna say David Otunga doesn't love her. And he just wanted to marry her because he loved her. Like I just don't think that she was ever really fully on board. I think they had that kid. I think her family died and he was there, and it was just kind of like, oh,
Why
he's,
buy the cow when you got the milk at home? That's what Jennifer was saying.
Jesus.
Because I done had a kid by him. We've been living together for all this time. Why?
Cause ain't no fucking. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be engaged for 7 years. Like either we gonna do this, or
But
we
that
not.
was on her.
I'm
At
saying,
the end of the day,
if I was
the
a
woman
dude,
makes the
hey,
decision.
guess what? If I'm a dude, I'm not finna just be with you for no 7 years.
Why
Like,
not?
what do you mean?
I done got used to that vagine now. I can't go out and get other vagine. We've been together for 7 years. I've been faithful to you.
I don't even understand.
It's good
I'm not
vagine.
gonna pretend to understand men.
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
not
It's like,
going
shit,
to
I done got
stay.
used to it. We're
No.
good.
No,
Because it can't be about the money for
you're
real.
not finna string me along for 7 years.
It can't
That's
be
just
about
not
the
finna
money.
fucking
Not on
happen.
David Otunga.
Don't ask me to marry you if you ain't ready to get married. it's my point.
He was. She wasn't.
Well, she don't.
She was a
accept,
motherfucker.
Don't accept my ring if you ain't ready to get married.
But apparently, maybe at the time she was. Maybe she was so in love with David. She was just like, I'm so in love with this motherfucker.
No,
Fuck
because
him.
they would have got married.
And
if that was
then
the case.
they got engaged. And then the motherfucker moved in. And then he started wrestling. And she was like, fuck, this nigga is oily every damn day. He out wrestling all the damn time.
Hey, I'm not saying she had to marry him, but
Shit.
why stay? Leave,
this.
motherfucker. Leave. I don't know why that people act like that ain't an option. It is always an option to leave.
The dick might have been good to
I don't
her.
give a fuck about no dick.
We're not talking about Red. We're talking about Jennifer
I
Hudson.
am talking.
So Jennifer might have been like, this
No.
motherfucker is killing it in the
No.
bedroom right now. Doing
I don't.
flips and shit.
He look like he
You know
killing
what I'm
it.
saying?
This
I don't
nigga
know
look
what
gay. No, he don't look
I
like
can't even
he-
say the Bubba Otumbe. I don't know what this motherfucker does in the bedroom.
He
Not
don't
my
look like
business.
it.
But I'm pretty sure Jennifer Hudson was like, fuck. This nigga
You
is
don't
killing
know
it.
either. You don't know any of all of this
But that's what I'm
speculation.
saying.
So don't tell me that I can't say that it doesn't
What other
make any
reason would
sense.
7 years dictate? Because women have done
They're
worse
not,
for good
but
dick.
they're not.
Believe me,
they
women
weren't
that took the
together.
charge.
You
Women that took
realize
the charge and went to
that
jail
they have been living
for good
separately
dick.
for a while.
But I'm saying,
They weren't together this whole 7 years. As far as the public knew they were not together the whole 7 years though. That's what I'm saying. Like, they weren't together the whole time. So like they together in name, but if we living in separate houses, if you off doing The Voice, I'm doing WWE, we hardly have to see each other. It don't matter if we together and I don't have to look at your face or whatever.
well, and plus this divorce, where this whole situation came about because she was cheating.
Yeah, it was supposed to be some gospel singer, which
He was a producer, gospel producer,
well, either way.
and they had been working
be
together
close
for a while.
with Jesus. Anyway,
He had to lay hands on her. Yes, let me put my hands on you.
that whole situation didn't make no sense. Like I
What you
said,
mean?
the whole 7 years
I'm telling you,
engagement. Ain't no fucking way.
Jenna Hudson is a lesbian, and that produces her beard.
Why do you think she's a lesbian?
Gotta be.
Why?
Because
why?
have you seen David Otunga? He's a very pretty man.
Look, hey, when he was on I Love New York, women thought he was attractive. I didn't.
A very pretty man.
Some women like that look.
So
you yellow, you know.
Make up your mind.
Yellow, red, whatever.
One day I'm red, one day I'm yellow.
You light skin. How about that?
No. When we had the conversation.
Your skin is lighter than mine.
Hey, everybody who's listening.
God.
When we hang out together, because we all hang out, you know, Conversation Con Artists and Government Name, we all hang out, and Nerd Plate sometimes. When we hang out, of course, the jokes come back on me.
Because it's fun.
But
it's a good way to pass the time.
I've been told that I am light skinned, and then I've been told that I'm not light skinned. These motherfuckers can't seem to make up their mind on what
You're
I
lighter
am.
tan me. How about that?
But you're just like, well, On Point be like, no, man, he more like a paper sack brown, or he ain't light skinned. And then you got, you know, all these other people. But you just, I want you guys to make up your mind. So you can pick what jokes you can use.
Okay, how about we don't talk about the color of your skin, but just say you're David Otunga like.
I'm not a pretty man. I feel like I'm kind of rugged. I feel like I'm a little rough and tumble sometimes. I guess that's just my attitude.
Okay.
See how black folks do you?
Rough and tumble.
Rough and tumble. Okay. How about tumble?
Mm-mm. That's why you got white women throwing numbers at you.
Because that's all I get. You look like you talk to white girls. And I'm like, I love black women to death.
Well, then you don't look rough and tumble then. They telling you that you don't look rough and tumble. Then
that's not telling me that. That's just telling that's they insecurities, not mine.
Okay.
It's your insecurity if you want to talk to me and say, oh, you look like you talk to white girls. Guess what? That's your insecurity, baby.
Okay.
Not mine.
I mean, I've never told you look like you talk to white girls.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not coming at you, Red. I'm just letting you know, like the women who say that, they're the ones with the problem. That's the kindergarten way of saying that I like you. You look like you talk to white girls. Girl, maybe he'll say something to me. You know, like, oh, he might say something to me, girl. Like, that's what that is. That's the kindergarten way of saying I like you and I think you look good.
I mean,
women grow up. How about that?
From the lips of Cole Jackson.
But I love black women. Love them. Love them.
Mark Salling from Glee.
Oh.
Committed suicide. Oh. And this is a little different from the other celebrity suicides. Like, I was so upset when Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, like, that hurt my soul so bad. I was such a Linkin Park fan. That was during my emo, like, teenage years, and they were there. And I was so upset. Mark Salling killed himself because he on the hook right now for having like thousands upon thousands of child porn in his computer.
People from Glee cursed? Isn't Glee like a curse?
No, well, you had the other guy that died from a drug overdose. I don't think he committed suicide.
Nigga, what is a drug overdose other than a suicide?
It ain't suicide. Look,
you filling yourself with too many drugs.
You trying to get high as possible.
That's a suicide.
It ain't suicide. That's you trying to be high as possible. They don't do
That's
it.
That's like saying my car go faster if I put more gas in it when it's already full. No, that's not how that shit works.
Addicts are not they're logical. They ain't logical. They just like, I want to get high as possible. Like, it ain't working.
More drugs because that'll get me higher.
Exactly.
Yeah. More gas because that'll make my car go faster. It's already full.
Drug addicts are not logical.
That makes no
people.
sense.
But people ain't nobody like, oh, poor Mark, because again, he had all this child pornography and like he was about to get sentenced. So I guess he was out awaiting sentencing and he didn't want to go to prison as a child molester because they get raped. So he killed himself.
Well, okay. I listen to your show all the time and you just like, well, child molester. It's like, no, nigga, like you get raped no matter what you do.
No,
you might get raped worse. But no matter what you do when you go to prison, they're going to get your booty.
First of all, not everybody that goes gets raped. Everybody doesn't get raped.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I don't think every man that goes to prison gets raped.
Are you sure about that?
I ain't been in there, so
I ain't either. I don't plan on going. From my understanding, if you do anything and go to prison, they gonna get your booty.
No.
Now, if you molest kids, they're just gonna run a train on you.
No.
they gonna get in the shower and just take
child
turns.
molesters get their ass whooped and they get raped. Like,
you get your ass whooped if you don't
you
molest
don't.
children.
It's worse.
Niggas in prison don't give a
Listen,
fuck about you
Do you
or
know
anything.
that child molesters have to be put in isolation a lot of times to
Yes.
save their life? That is, if that was the case, everybody would be in isolation. If everybody was at the same risk, child molesters are at a higher risk of getting
I
raped
know,
and killed.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they get it worse.
But
no matter what.
I don't believe that every
There's
person.
an ass whooping coming to you because somebody ain't gonna like you, and there's a raping coming to you because niggas in jail is wanting your booty.
I don't think everybody gets raped.
Like, you could be like, what you do, man? Man, I robbed a 7-Eleven. Oh, we getting that ass.
I just don't.
We
think,
getting that ass. We getting that
just
booty
don't
tonight.
think that is the case.
Go ahead and come on, Tinkerbell. We finna pull your little
No.
your little pants down, and we gonna get you tonight.
I don't
But
think-
if you like, I'm less kids. Oh, train 5 niggas.
No.
We getting the whole crew.
That is not how that. I don't
We
think
getting the
everybody
whole
gets
crew.
raped. I think
Let's
that if
circle
you're
him, beat his ass, and then we taking turns.
I think if you're smaller, if you're naive, if you fuck with the wrong folk,
this nigga said like it's high school. Well, if you're small and naive, they'll get hold to you. No,
it is kind
I
of.
don't
Look,
think
it is. I just don't think everybody gets
you don't
raped.
think big niggas. You don't. So Mike Tyson went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think people tried Mike Tyson? People tried Tyson in prison.
Why do you think they tried him? They like revered him.
People try him? You what was that?
I don't know why you think everybody
It
gets
was-
raped in prison.
Because it's prison.
But that doesn't mean everybody get. Does a lot of rape happen? Absolutely. I don't think everybody gets raped. I just don't think everybody gets raped.
I'm sorry. I really
And a lot of that, I watch ID channel, I watch prison documentaries, and I've seen, I know it's a lot of rape that goes on, but like, people do bids and don't get raped.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. Like, everybody don't get raped. Mark Salling would have been raped though, because
plus he was on a show called Glee.
well, he was a very well publicized child pornography, child molester. So they would have been waiting on him at the door. I was waiting on you at the door. It would have been one of them situations.
I done seen jail stuff too. They wait
Not
on everybody.
fictitious stuff. I'm talking about
I
like
done seen
actual
real shit. I done
documentaries.
seen
Okay,
documentaries and
'Cause I
shit.
know
They
you
wait
like
on
watching.
everybody.
Like, what the fuck is that movie you had me watch?
Penitentiary.
Penitentiary.
That's real.
That is not real.
That is real.
It's not. It's a fictitious
Ladies and
movie.
gentlemen, let me let you guys in on the secret. Now, I grew up around my uncles and they old school motherfuckers.
He watched a bunch of old
and I watch a bunch of old school ass movies, and it's a movie
blaxploitation
Yes,
shit.
and they're great. And this movie that's called Penitentiary. If you have the opportunity, look it up. Find Penitentiary.
Don't do that.
And tell me that shit ain't real.
You're gonna watch people
That
trying to
shit
rape
is real.
folks and shit.
Half dead don't box. He killed. Black History movies, folks.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Tell them about Black History. Well, no. Wait to the end.
We'll wait to the
wait
end.
to the end. That's all I had to say about Mark Salling. Okay. You
Can I
have
say
any-
this?
Yeah.
On a serious tip, like I really felt like I feel like people who get into situations, especially situations like that, usually don't have any other option but to kill themselves. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because one, you basically went from sugar to shit.
Yeah. He wasn't gonna come back from that.
I think, yeah.
You on the sex offender list now for the whole rest. Nobody gonna hire you. Like, ain't no
Yeah.
more acting. Even
Yeah.
when you get out. Like,
well, half of Hollywood's not going to get hired after this whole Me Too scandal's been
yeah.
going on. But
keep it in.
I mean,
your pants.
he didn't. It's so I'm putting it to you like this. I'm not sympathizing because of him. I know he was a molester, but it's sad that the motherfucker killed himself. You know, it's sad.
It's sad that he wanted to escape punishment. He killed himself because he didn't want to deal with the consequences of his actions. Like,
Did you watch Glee?
I'm a
Me
fan.
neither. I really don't understand the appeal.
I wasn't a fan.
That Pitch Perfect, I don't understand the
I
appeal.
did like Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect is hilarious, but Glee, I don't think Glee was funny. Like, I watched like one. It wasn't. Pitch Perfect is fucking hilarious. Like, it's just funny throughout. But
Glee had a following. Like,
yeah,
for
they
real.
did. I just wasn't a fan. But I don't feel Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, I felt bad for him. That he gave up on life, that he was struggling and had been struggling for so long and gave up. That's sad to me. When you kill yourself to escape punishment for some fuck shit you did, I don't feel bad. Like, because guess what? Had they never caught him, he'd be alive right now. He wasn't depressed. He was escaping punishment for like some bullshit he did. Like, I don't feel bad. I don't feel any sympathy for him at all. Because he could have just went ahead, and then he was only gonna do like 5 years. Do your 5 years, and then get out and like live the best life you can, because you did this to yourself. But like Robin Williams, Chester Bennington, like those people, that my heart hurts for them, because like getting to a point where you feel like everybody better off without you, where you feel like you just your life ain't worth it. Like, that's sad. But like escaping punishment,
this is along down your field. Is it something like that? Like, not the child molester thing, but isn't that kind of like a chemical imbalance when you have those suicidal thoughts? Isn't that like a chemical imbalance inside of you?
It is, which is why antidepressants are so important. But you know, we live in a society where mental health is still not fully understood or appreciated, and so what you have is people who feel like they shouldn't need the drugs. I should be able to just be okay. I shouldn't have to take this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look at it like that. So a lot of people don't they don't get the help that they need, and so they end up succumbing to it. So
bless you. She sneezed, y'all.
I did.
Who knows?
Just trying not to sneeze like on the thing.
It's all right.
But
it's still all good.
But yeah, that just I don't feel bad for him, because you know he could have easily did that 5 years, and like, you know, look, Jared from Subway didn't kill himself.
I think Jared from Subway wanted that raping.
I hate you.
I think he wanted that foot long
like,
Italian sub.
You know, people commit crimes every day and have to serve their time. Like, you just a coward. You just want to escape punishment, so you kill yourself. I cannot feel sorry for that. Even as a mental health therapist, like, you just didn't want to be punished for some bullshit you did. Like, fuck you. The last thing that I have
something else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I didn't know. I thought you. Pardon me. Go ahead.
Lord, I came prepared for things.
Oh.
So there is a new website out
fuck,
that allows you to get divorced online. So apparently, I'm going to read the article. Apparently, the site uses both artificial intelligence as well as divorce experts to help unhappy married couples navigate the process. In a statement by Wasser, who I think is her name is Laura Wasser. She's the person who launched the site. People are comfortable doing everything from banking to dating online. So this service is logically a way to fill that need. It also is a huge time saver. Now, Wasser also claims that the average divorce in the United States costs about $20,000, which couples sometimes can't afford to pay. Therefore, it prolongs the divorce process. I think her site, I think the prices vary on the type of divorce it is, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check this real quick. I'm sorry. And she's a white woman, so she's probably been through a couple of divorces. She said you do have to pay. You have to pay court fees. The basic package for their divorce is about $750 per spouse. The pro level is about $1,500. And you basically have a 30-minute conversation with a family law consultant. Premium service is about $2,500, which covers both spouses and includes a 90-minute expert consultation. Both pro and premium packages include access to interactive calendars, support calendars, and this a service that will file your forms with the court for you. So what do you think, Ren? If you want to get divorced, you want to do it online?
I don't think.
Seems like it's a little cheaper, $20,000 compared to like some of those packages she was offering.
I don't think divorce needs to be easy.
Why?
Because
in some instances, people already know what they're gonna get, and they just like, I know what I got. You know what you're gonna get. Let's make this about a week process, and we good, and we out.
Divorces like that are amicable can be done through the courts, and it won't cost $20,000. You can do like it's quick. With that a divorce that costs that much is one where y'all are fighting about shit. So I don't think that, like, because she's talking about convenience, like, oh, banking and dating, those things should be convenient.
You do that online.
A divorce should not be convenient. A dissolvement of a relationship.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Let me give you the name. I forgot to give you the name of the company. The website is called It's Over Easy.
God. That is ridiculous.
Oh,
But divorce shouldn't be easy. Marriage isn't easy, you know, especially if y'all had kids. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be an easy process. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be this thing that you do quickly and never think about. I think it needs to be a process.
Why?
Because
what?
if you have kids, like, doing that, one, people are going to get divorced so much quicker when it's easy. They're not even going to attempt to work shit out. Like, it's just going to be like, let me get on here and divorce
That's
real quick.
society anyway. One sign of trouble.
No.
Oh, we got to get a divorce. I can't do this with this motherfucker. I should have known.
People
He was
say
gay.
that. No, people say that. But let me tell you something. Like, I have doing couples counseling. It is not as simple as that. What people do is they will separate and never get legally divorced. But
That's like being engaged for 7 years.
yeah, it is. It really is.
That's hustling backwards.
It is, because I just don't think that a divorce should be something that is, like, convenient. I feel like it should be a process that's taken seriously, because especially if you got kids involved, like, all of the stuff that comes along with that, I think is important. Because sometimes with a divorce, when you go to the courts will order therapy. People don't do that on their own sometimes. And, like, for kids, that's important. If you do a quickie shit online, none of that is going to get addressed. None of that's going to get addressed. Y'all going to dissolve your shit. He going to move out, and that's going to be it.
I don't have $20,000, Red.
If you got divorced and y'all weren't fighting, it's not going to cost you $20,000. You know how much, you need to look up how much a non-contested divorce is in Alabama. It's not $20,000. $20,000 means that y'all is court costs, because y'all going back and forth. You can't decide who get what. You can't decide on custody for the kids. That's when it will get up to that price. A regular
How often
divorce.
is it that amicable though? How often is it just like, all right, we know we want to get divorced. Let's just do it.
Guess what? But if y'all can't, like, that website ain't gonna work for that anyway. If y'all fighting about, you can't go on and you gotta come to an agreement on the information and go into the little computer.
I get a 90-minute consultation with a family lawyer.
That don't mean that your wife is gonna be in agreement with whatever you and that fucking
about
lawyer.
to not be my wife anymore.
Not without her agreeing to the terms.
know. I
She
like
gotta
this.
sign it too. I just don't think divorce needs to be something that's easy.
Sometimes
Marriage ain't easy.
Sometimes,
Getting rid of it shouldn't be easy either.
well, I mean, it should be.
I think you need to think
If
about it.
if ain't no get right in nobody, but I mean that's the thing though. At the end of the day, a divorce is, other than you two people splitting from a marriage, settling up who has what and who gets what in the situation.
But again, if there are kids involved, it's much more than that.
I understand what they said. I mean, as shitty as this might sound, they're part of the settle up too.
Yeah,
Who
but
gets the custody?
okay, but like I said, when divorces get ugly and you're in court. When I lived in Montgomery, the place that I interned at, they had a FIT. They had FIT classes that the court will order families to do. FIT stands for Families in Transition, because the parents would be acting like little assholes, like they couldn't and didn't care about, like, how it affected the kids. So they all had to come and, like, go to these sessions, figure out how to do this in the best way for them, for the kids, for everybody involved. Those kind of things are important. You know how many kids I have come on my caseload who parents got a divorce, nobody gave a fuck how it affected them, and now they got all of this shit going on. That's just gonna make it that much easier for kids to get left in the hole.
As this is going to sound, or as how horrible this might sound, like, kids in a divorce are a pawn in a chess game. And it's sad that I know, but that's how it is.
But that's what I'm saying.
It sucks.
But if the courts intervene and say you can't use your kids as pawns, because look, them fit you don't want the court to order that. You have to pay for that shit. That shit costs you more money. So y'all acting like an asshole in the courtroom is gonna have this extra thing that you got to do before this divorce will be granted, because you have to complete it. You have to go through it, and the kids have to go through
Right.
it successfully. So that they have stuff in place like that to keep kids from being used as pawns, because parents will do that. But it's like, do you know what you're doing to your kids? So, or the court will order, kids got to be in therapy. This has got to be set up before the divorce will be fair. There are things that they can order that'll make it better. Doing this little quickie shit online, that doesn't include
People get
none of that.
married quick. People do quick marriage.
And then they end up doing quickie divorces.
Some people that then got married in Vegas and went through the little drive-through and they still married.
Okay, well,
I don't know them personally.
exactly.
but-
Just I know that we're all about convenience, and I know the world is moving toward like, let's make everything easy so humans don't have to do anything.
$20,000, Red. I don't have $20,000 for this divorce. It's cheaper to keep it anyway. It's
I don't
cheaper
know
to
why.
keep it
Okay,
that way.
so what you're telling me is that you're gonna be an asshole, because I keep telling you it's not gonna necessarily cost you
whoever
$20,000.
I marry, it's probably gonna be a hard. That divorce probably ain't gonna be. Well,
Okay,
it'll
well.
be easy on my end. Cause I'm gonna be like, just give her what she wants and just let her.
Okay, well, it ain't
tell her
gonna-
to leave me the fuck alone.
It ain't gonna cost you $20,000.
But if a
then.
motherfucker be like, well, I want this, and I'm like, wait, you didn't earn that.
But guess what?
I earned that.
Listen, that online ain't gonna. She says she gonna save you money. That online cannot force her to accept an agreement. So you still gonna be. That's still gonna cost money. Like, that's bullshit she
The
talking
packages
about.
sound wonderful though.
Yeah, it sound wonderful.
That premium package was it premium service $2,500.
That doesn't include if she doesn't
Covers
agree.
both spouses.
90-minute
expert consultation.
You think that you're going to be able to dissolve
Interactive
a
calendars,
15-year
supportive
relationship
calendars,
in
support
90
calendars.
minutes? That's you.
A service that will file and they'll file the forms for me.
Y'all have to come to an agreement on the terms first. So if what you're saying is true, it's not gonna cost $2,500 because you're not gonna be able to use that service.
I'm a
'Cause
basic.
if
I'm a
you're
basic ass
saying
nigga, so that $750 package might be mine. I'm just like, just take that.
that only works if y'all are
I'm just
gonna
basic as fuck.
if y'all are gonna agree, y'all will have to agree.
I don't plan on divorcing my wife. Fuck it. Whoever I marry, like, we in it. We in it for the long motherfucking haul. And I mean, like, unless you fucking somebody else. Damn. Yeah, if you fucking somebody else, then I guess that's my cue to leave. That's my cue to do that, to divorce. But other than that, like, I feel like everything else we can work our way around.
I don't think like I said, I think we live in a world that wants everything to be as convenient as possible. I think that's great, but some stuff just don't need to be fast tracked. Some stuff need to take how long it take. Some stuff needs to be like worked through, and like the intricate pieces of it need to be thought about, and the kids need to be given an opportunity to like to deal with, like, all of that needs to happen. So like some stuff just don't need to be convenient, and I feel like divorce is not something you should be able to go online and do. I just don't. It's not a service that I would use. Like, we finna go and do this shit through the courts. I don't even trust no online shit, nigga. We might not even be divorced. You might get 5 years later, you done decided you finna get remarried and find out your ass is still married. Like, no. I want a lawyer that I go to and be like, motherfucker, or we went to court. I signed that. I know for sure that I'm divorced. I don't trust that online shit. Not for something like that.
Ray, is it gonna be hard for somebody to divorce you if you get married?
No.
Damn, you just gonna be like, oh, that nigga did that. Divorce.
Like, okay, what I mean by that is I'm not gonna be like vindictive and be like, I'm keeping this, I'm keeping that, and
No,
you ain't
I
get to
ain't
see
talking
your
about
kids.
no.
What do you mean
I'm
by
saying,
easy to divorce?
Like, what is it gonna take? Are you willing to work through a lot of shit before you get divorced?
Ew, anything other than you cheating on me, or you know, telling me you like trans. Like, or being on the down low, those things.
Nigga, that's gay. Just say.
No, it is a difference between gay and trans.
No, if your husband says, I like trans, like, then you like.
No. I mean, he is trans, and he wants to become a woman, like Caitlyn. That I can't. So, like, cheated on me. I'm willing. Like, you lose your job, we struggling. I work with you.
No, we're not gonna talk about that because
What?
you and I've had that conversation earlier in the week. We ain't even gonna go down that
We're
path.
married. You're my husband,
I
so you
said
can use
that.
my car.
No,
No,
I did bring that up, and you was like, "No, nigga, you can't do." We ain't gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna bring that up.
My husband can't use my car.
Whatever.
My boyfriend cannot.
Whatever.
You ain't driving my car as a boyfriend.
You guys missed this conversation. We were trying to figure out what we was going to talk about on the show this week. And we had a little conversation about using Red's car. And it was eye-opening, to say the least. But
you lose your job. Like, and it wasn't.
You want to go over a situation?
Let's fine.
How many minutes in? I don't know how.
This gonna be it. This week ain't gonna be a talk about nothing
I ain't
else.
gonna run y'all show too long. So, Red and I was talking about what's going on with the show, and I was like, I don't even know how I brought it up.
You did it. I was talking about how. So here lately, I've had an influx of female clients. I call them, and they do answer the phone. So, oh, she at home. Why you got her fucking phone though, nigga? Where your phone? Like, so I got an influx of women that's like dudes that they date and got their phone, dudes that they date and got their car on some baby boy shit. Like, I said, you not riding around in my fucking car.
So I say, what if we've been in a relationship for 3 years strong and I just fell off? Like, I lost my job and shit like that, and like shit just happening in, with me not having my job, and I'm actively looking for a job. I'm putting in applications. But I lose my car because I can't keep up with the payments. They repossess my car. So I got a job interview. You mean to tell me you're not going to let me use your car to go to a job interview?
I'm going to take you to the job interview.
Why can't I just use your damn car?
Because you ain't on my motherfucking insurance, my nigga. This is not your car. No.
I have to be at my interview at a specific time. Mm-hmm. So you mean to tell me I can't drive your car to the damn interview to get a fucking job? That's horse shit.
But here was the other part of this conversation. Because I said, if the shoe was on the other foot, I lost my job. I wouldn't even ask my dude to drive his car. I would have somebody else take me.
And I was like, if I'm your dude, I was like, you can drive my car because I love you.
And I would be like, no, I don't want to drive your car.
For people who know Red like I do, Red don't ask anybody for help about even her friends. If her friend, she don't ask her friends for help. She don't ask nobody for help. That nigga just struggle. Yeah, I put you on fucking Front Street. Fuck that bullshit.
The reason why
Red just struggle, and it's just like, we your friends, Red. We love you. We think you're an awesome person. We are willing to help you because we're friends. Remember that friendship relationship question that was earlier?
Yep.
Being a friend, a true friend means you don't let your friends struggle when they struggling.
I know.
And then she give other motherfuckers speeches. Because I have the same problem. I think.
And I told him he needed to. So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Our circle of friends seem to have the same problem. We don't know how to ask people for help.
No.
Or we don't know how to correctly do that because we always feel like we're hindering someone instead of letting them help us.
It's not
that is a bunch of, we are all of us are dumb as fuck for that shit.
I don't feel like
on point and show good. I'm calling you dumb too. Fuck it. But because we make the same fucking mistakes.
I don't feel like it's hindering. So here's my thing. But here's my issue with that, because I have to defend myself against that.
Poor shit.
So I'm 33 years old. And so for me, it's like, I don't feel like other people are responsible for me. And I know that we're friends and you offering to help, and I get that. And I appreciate that. But like, at the end of the day, I just want to be able to take care of myself. And so I take offense to it.
But you have your own car.
I do.
You have your own apartment.
I do.
You have everything's done.
Yes.
So you aren't like, nobody's just like, gotta give, let's put money in the hat to make sure she got her lights on. Nobody's doing that.
I know.
If it's something like, hey, we just want you to hang out with us. Oh, well, nigga, we good. We're friends. So if you want to hang out with us and you a little short this time of the month, shit, it's all good. Because guess what? Every single one of us in the circle of friends are gonna be short one of these months. Let's just be all the way transparent about that shit. One of us is gonna be short, except for Eddie, because he's Eddie Stark. Like, he got technology and money. So no, Eddie, no, I'm just playing. Nobody hit Eddie upside his head. He ain't got no money for
I don't know. It's all. It's just, I think because of how.
Oh wait, you gotta get that. I call him Stark.
He uses his name. They know his name by now because he do that shit himself. I know it's something that I'm a work in progress. I would never tell anybody that I am perfect. There are things that I need to work on. Lots of things. That being one of them. The way that I grew up in my house, I had to I had to take care of myself. Like, for different reasons, we had different shit going on. Like, my parents had their own shit, like, you know. And so what I learned is to be very independent. And so one of my biggest issues in life is not feeling like I have to be independent. And so when I'm not able to be, it fucks with me. It fucks with me like tough. And so,
but shit, we all grown as fuck. Like, it
but
fucks
that's
with
the
all
thing.
of us.
I know, but like,
It don't. You act like you the only motherfucker that. A wise man once told me, "You don't earn the pat on scuffling." Like, we all scuffling right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't earn the pat on that. You don't own that pat.
okay. I mean,
So-
yeah, I'm a work in progress. So it's something that I would have to work on. But even so, in a relationship, it isn't about me not wanting to use your car. It's about, well, if I can find a way that's gonna be less disruptive to your life. If me getting one of my friends to like run me there and run me back so you can have your car.
How are you disrupting my life by
It is
saying,
disrupting
"Here you
your
go,
life."
here you go, baby"? Just go out there and get the damn job. And if this
No.
is good,
I'm
then-
talking about me asking for your car, me
That's what
driving
I'm
your
saying.
car.
And if I'm like, here you go. Like, I want you to make it on time.
But
I want to make sure.
I know, and
wanna
I
make sure
appreciate
that.
that. But what I'm gonna think about as soon as that happens is I'm gonna be like, well, but what if something happens? He's gonna be stuck at work and I'm in his car. Or what if somebody like rear end?
Tyrone will take me to work.
What
Take me home.
What if somebody rear ends me in his car and I'm not on his insurance and now he got to deal with that because I was
Learn how
driving
to
his
lie.
car.
Like, I'm gonna get there and just fall in. I would just fall out in the street and be like, "I was driving, officer."
Like, I think about like all of the things that could go wrong and I want to avoid as much of the wrong as I can. So for me, avoiding the wrong is like, if I'm in a car with somebody else, then the issue of you not being able to have your own car is solved. The issue of, well, what happens if somebody hit? Because like, it ain't even me. I don't even have to drive
You
poorly.
can't solve all the damn
I know,
problems.
but as
though,
many,
Red.
I
Like,
know,
shit.
as
Like,
many
you can't
of them,
solve every
as
damn
many
thing.
of them as I can, I want to.
That's what ID channel got you fucked up.
No,
you think you can solve every goddamn thing.
No, ID channel got me thinking
Fuck.
all of these niggas out here is murderers. But
God damn. Well, don't go check the chicken then. But what I'm saying is, I don't feel like it's anything wrong with me trying to just. So I mean, I know it's other ways to support somebody that you're in a relationship
Yes.
with, but I'm like, just take the car. It's material. I think it's a I don't know. I'm just like, it's a material thing.
Yeah.
It can be replaced.
Yeah.
You can't be
know.
replaced. Or
I've
you
had
know
this
what I'm saying? Or
conversation with
you
people
can't
before,
be replaced.
like-
Or you know, I can't replace.
Yeah.
I can't replace my feelings for you.
Yep.
Or just vice versa. You get what I'm saying?
I
Like,
understand
that's
all of
it.
that.
It's a fucking car.
I know.
And damn it, if it blows up, shit, fuck it. We can get another one. Might not be as good as this one, but we can get another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, if so, I don't see what the problem is with somebody.
I'm not saying that it's a
I know.
problem.
Yeah, nigga. Look. Who cares what you say right now? I'm saying this. If somebody gives a fuck about you, you know what I'm saying? Let them give a fuck about you. If somebody care, if like, oh, I care enough to
you
be
do
like,
know that
this-
you're a hypocrite right now because you have trouble accepting
Did you
help.
not just hear
I
the
know.
beginning of the story when I
know.
said a whole circle of friends have the same
I
problem?
know, but now you saying, I mean,
It's
if
like
so,
it's
just
like
let somebody.
AA. It's like all of us in AA and shit.
You like, just let
You know
somebody
what I'm
give a
saying?
fuck about you. You have so you should be able to understand where I'm coming from because you had the same problem. You had the same fucking problem. So like, you should understand why. As much as I can do to not inconvenience people, I try to do that. And so what it does is sometimes it comes off like I'm not appreciative. It's not that I'm so appreciative.
Ain't nobody
I'm
say
so
nothing about
appreciative.
not being appreciative of no shit like that. You just don't want motherfuckers to help your
No.
ass. And you just be like, well, you know, I'm just gonna sit over here and just suffer. Like, motherfucker, like, you know,
This
ain't
anybody.
ain't nothing wrong with me giving
ain't
you
even-
$250 my $5.
It ain't even my like
You know
just
what I'm
friends.
saying?
I don't ask my family for help. Like
But
I
that's
don't.
different. I don't ask my family for shit
I don't
either.
like
Like that. I don't
bothering
got time for my aunts and shit to be talking about. You know, y'all borrowed. You know, he borrowed $50 from me last week. He still owe me that. My family don't give me the opportunity to borrow shit from them because I don't want to. But
Mine
it ain't
does,
all
but-
about. It just ain't. It's not really all about borrowing money or nothing like that. I think it's just more about shit. We give a fuck about you, and we want to make sure that you have a good time with us.
I'm a
you know what I'm
working-
saying? And then we all have a good time together. Ain't nobody gonna hold it against you. Nothing like that
Oh, I don't
bullshit.
think that anybody will.
We're friends.
Yeah, I don't even believe.
You know what
I'm
I'm
a work
saying?
in progress. I'll just say that. It's something
we
that
all
I'm
works
having.
in I'm a work in progress too.
It's something I'm having
trying.
to work on. It's hard, you know.
But again, if you are a Red's man and you have a job interview, Don't ask her to use her car because she ain't gonna let you do it.
I'm gonna take you to the interview. Why I can't take you to the interview?
Because you might have took your lunch already, and then I gotta go at another time.
No, I'm gonna make sure I take my lunch at the time that your interview is.
But bosses change shit. Believe me, they will change your interview, and they don't give you common courtesy. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I know you just don't want nobody to wreck your car. You ain't. This nigga is not on your insurance,
Nope.
and you don't want. See what I'm saying?
I don't have to pay for that shit.
It's the little things, folks.
I don't want to have to pay for that shit. I didn't.
Shit, if he ain't got no
He
job,
ain't got no
he
goddamn
ain't
job.
paying for
Right.
shit.
I'm gonna be the one paying for this shit.
That's the thing. I'm not saying he borrowing the car for leisure. Like he just like, hey, I need this in a job. I gotta get a job. So like I said, we're all work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm better. I think I'm better than what I used to be. What? I ask people for stuff. Do I?
No, you don't. Don't even sit up here and lie.
I don't know.
No, you don't.
Well, some of the shit that I need done, y'all can't do.
Like,
I don't know.
exactly. Anyway, we are a jack of all trades. All of us do all kind of different shit. That's some bullshit.
I don't. I'm just a basic ass dude. I know how to smile. No, I don't.
You don't know how to smile.
I got
this,
RBF.
This is gonna be an it because we run out of time. This
got
nigga
RBF.
had a dating profile, people, and had a picture. I had to be like, Cole, you look like
I
a
have
murderer.
RBF. Damn it.
You don't. You listen. You smile on a dating profile picture. You weren't even smiling. Like he was looking straight. Like he looked like he just got through choking somebody puppy.
How are these women gonna know not to fuck with me in the wrong way if I don't put that mean?
I'm not gonna
mug
fuck
on?
with you at all, motherfucker. Because you look like
I
you'll
wanna
choke
do
me for
online
no
dating
reason.
Anyway,
You look like you'll choke
Online
me for no
dating
reason
is
at all.
whack.
Whatever. You just don't smile.
I ain't gonna say what kind of women message me, but it ain't the type of women that I want. message me. I put it to you like that.
All right.
Those be the women that be wanting to take a chance and shit. Like I'm gonna take a chance and talk to this dude. You ever have I know we about to shut it down. You ever have an ugly person tell you fine and then you be like, am I just ugly?
Yeah.
Am I just fine for an ugly person?
No. So
Because
okay.
I do that all the time. Like, oh, you just so fine. I be like, am I that ugly? Am I fucked up?
See, I have a different response to that. Mine's probably horrible, but I get offended. Like, bitch, you thought
What?
like if you're like when I have ugly people send me messages, I'm always like, you looked at me and you thought that this was gonna happen.
Wow, what a fucking asshole. Wow.
Like I don't internalize it. I'd be like, bitch, you thought. Like, no.
What a piece of, you're a piece of shit.
So I should internalize it like you would be like, maybe I'm just ugly. No, it's you're ugly and I don't know why you thought, but no.
I don't know.
That's the response that I get.
I'm a very humbled man after my
Okay,
last
so we
relationship.
finna, and on that lie, we're gonna end things. Thank you so much, Cole Jackson, for standing in
Thank
for
you
On Point while he in La La Land.
I hope the show was really just as good as it. I can't do it like On Point do it because he is the man. I love you, Eddie. I don't say this about a lot of men. Damn.
On Point.
I keep fucking up. I don't say this about a lot of dudes, but I love you, man. You are probably one of my coolest and awesomest friends I've had in a long time. Just like you, Red. You're awesome too, but I love you, bro. You all right with me. I ain't shit sometimes, but you all right with me, man. So you can catch me on social media at Cole Jackson12 on Twitter, at Cole Jackson _B1Quay on Instagram. I can't talk no more.
Black History Movies.
Oh, look, if you guys want to hear some awesomeness or some greatness, tune into the Government Name Podcast and listen for all of February. We will be having Black History of Movies. This is the 3rd year of Black History of Movies. And let me tell you guys, you're going to love it. This year I'm going to do it a little different this year.
This is where you will find out about movies like Penitentiary.
No,
not this year. In the
this
past,
year,
that's what it's been.
it's all about the actor.
Oh God.
I'm going to celebrate some gems that Hollywood doesn't celebrate when it comes to actors.
Oh Lord.
And
It should be interesting.
My first actor is a doozy. I cannot wait to drop it on you guys. So if you get a chance, Tune into the Government Name Podcast and listen to Black History movies.
All right. Well, On
Thank
Point
you.
should be back next week.
We miss you, On Point.
He should be back from La La Land, and I'm sure he'll have tons of stories for you guys. Anything else that you would like to say?
Appreciate you, Red, for having me on the show.
No
I ain't say
problem. It's
that.
always I know we're gonna get tons of comments that we sound like an old married couple.
I
Because
know.
people say that shit all the
think-
time.
I think I'm probably the only person brave enough to go toe to toe with you because ain't nobody else in our circle do that shit.
Yeah, they just
But you don't
ignore
scare
me.
me at all.
He lying.
You
Anyway.
don't scare me. We'll fight after this.
Oh God. You see? Ridiculous.
Offset.
Oh my God. No Migos talk this week. Jesus. All right, guys. Until we call the next conversation, we out.
Peace.